What is happening, everyone, and welcome to the club. We have a massive match today. We are covering the 3 o'clock. It is going to be emotional. Helping us go through it is the wonderful Miles. How are you?
I'm fine.
Big bad Buvey.
I'm fantastic.
Mate, jeopardy for you today. You need to win. I don't want to hear any... You know when you're very clever, Buvey, very articulate, you'll start somehow trying to massage the facts here, and you'll go, there's a world where a point against Palace could be considered a good point. Non-negotiable. You admit this right now, or the stream ends. Do you need to win this game, and do you need to win it with a statement win?
Not a statement win. It can be a 1-0. Palace is hard for any City side. It has been a hard ground to go to. We've drawn a couple of games there. Ederson saved a penalty last minute in the Centurion season. It's hard. But I think Nottingham Forest was really positive. Lots of positives. De Bruyne was world class, and he's starting today. And I feel that with Liverpool missing their game, not their fault. It's a little bit blustery out there. Sunderland are playing. That's interesting. There's other sides around that area that are playing.
Darragh. Did you just say Sunderland are playing?
Yeah.
Teams around that area.
That's
you need to
way
consult
off.
an atlas, will you?
A bit more north.
Consult an atlas.
Sunderland,
literally the other side of the
whole
country.
city are playing. Look, I'm saying
Whole
anything
city,
north.
literally the other side of the country.
Anything north. I'm saying north of the country.
Literally, mate. If you're going to use,
It's a massive storm wars.
if you're going to use a comparison, surely you go Wigan are playing.
So we're in London.
Went all the way up there.
We're in London. The storm's affecting Liverpool as well. So it's a nationwide storm.
What's the storm's name?
Huh?
What's the storm's name?
Robbie.
No, Darragh.
Darryl.
Darragh.
Oh, I thought you were saying the referee was Darrow who called it off. Oh,
I heard that
Darragh.
they named the storms after the person that discovered them.
Is that how they do it?
No,
So
it's
someone called
alphabetical.
Darragh.
It's alphabetical.
Yeah,
It goes a woman's name, man's name, A, B, C, D, all the way through. It alternates.
So we're at Darragh at the
The
moment.
next one's going to be an E, like Edith. It will be the next
Elaine.
Elaine Maxwell. Oh, no, not Maxwell. Edith Blyton.
Edith Blyton. Yeah, she was
Fantastic author.
Yeah,
Erica.
yeah, the famous
Erica.
five, right?
Yeah.
Enid Blyton, not Edith Blyton.
Is Edith?
Enid.
Enid.
Enid Blyton.
Enid.
Enid Blyton. Yeah.
So regardless of any storm today, Buvey.
Well, there is a storm. There's a storm coming for Pep
Well,
Guardiola.
there's no storm in Croydon because they're still playing. So it's going to be a fantastic result. I think City are going to win 3-0.
Fair play. I think City's going to win today. I think their blip's over, and I think they're going to get back to winning ways.
You seen the starting lineup yet, Booth?
We've got Rico Lewis, Ilkay Gundogan in midfield.
Interestingly, and like the point that I think a lot of people have focused on, there was a lot of talk about Jack Grealish becoming maybe the midfielder, the central midfielder, being redeployed, reimagined as a new player, a new signing. I was quite looking forward to seeing Jack Grealish given this opportunity. It's not happening.
He's worried about the base of midfield. When we talk about Grealish in midfield, we're not talking about Grealish as the deepest line midfielder. He's just basically, will he play as a number 10 alongside De Bruyne or Phil Foden or Ilkay Gundogan? And he still isn't above any of those in the pecking order. He isn't, despite having a good 20 minutes against Nottingham Forest. So he must be so frustrated to not be... I'd be starting him today. You start him whatever position.
Yeah, but
start him.
like you said, you can't play him at the base of the midfield. So Rico Lewis... I think he's better than Rico Lewis, but not in the 6. I think Rico Lewis is just a bit more disciplined. And obviously,
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking Rico Lewis, Gundogan, and you have KDB. He's going to be more creative. I think KDB will probably come off 75th minute. If you're winning 2-3-0, then you fling on Jack Grealish.
I
But
can't
he could have started.
understand. I think this, far be it from me to ever suggest that one of the greatest managers to have ever lived is getting it wrong. But Rico Lewis in central midfield, when Jack Grealish is sitting on the bench, feels wrong.
The only thing is the injuries. They're they're trying to be, I think, too pragmatic about the injuries. De Bruyne obviously not starting against Liverpool is the big one. But look, De Bruyne's back now. He's fully fit. And this City side with De Bruyne, look world class again. He can still deliver world class performances.
Can he give you 90 minutes though? That's the thing, consistently. Because there's going to be a time you're going to need him for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to be out there. It's still going to be 0-0.
I didn't realise he had a
1-1.
hernia, mate. He's had a major injury.
Oh, wow.
He's had a hernia. So it's just like, his body's breaking down. There's no question.
Is Nunes in the side? Because Grealish is a better player than Nunes, even in midfield.
Let me read out the full side,
Yeah, go on.
and we'll have a look. Let's have a look here. So obviously, Ortega in goal, that's the big one. Obviously, replaced Ederson now for more than one game. It's been multiple games
That's a
for
bit
Ortega.
weird. That's a weird one.
Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol, Ilkay Gundogan, Rico Lewis. Then you got Savinho, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Nunes as the left winger, and Erling Haaland.
See, this Gundogan in midfield, it's weird, isn't it? When you say things about Ilkay Gundogan now, people start telling me how integral he was to former glory, the Centurion season, what he did, the treble season, what he did. I know that. I know how good he was. But I feel like it's just sort of stinker after stinker this season.
Spurs was bad. He got really ran through, physically speaking, with lack of pace as well. But I don't mind him this season. He's probably been a 5 out of 10 this season.
He wasn't meant to be playing this much games though. Like he's been brought in as that guy for Carling Cup, FA Cup games. Come on,
Did
the
he
last
come
15
in
minutes.
post Rodri injury? When did he arrive?
No, he arrived before.
He arrived before.
Yeah,
Rodri was up a month in.
Transfer window,
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola. And remember, I said it here in the club.
I forget the chronology of it all. Right. So
I think he's run out of ideas, Pep Guardiola, with that signing. That's what I said. And why did he get Gundogan? Like, he didn't need him. He should
But
have.
who'd you sign? Who'd you sign?
But like you said, there's Bruno G out there. There's other midfielders that you could have gone. You could have gone and got. Like Bruno, getting Gundogan is good if you've got a bolstered squad. But your squad was wearing thin. Like Kevin De Bruyne is getting old. Kovacic.
It's human
Nunes.
nature, isn't it? It's human nature. When you're on top, you think it's never going to end.
Yeah, facts. But you should
You know
prepare
what
for
I mean?
that. if you're the best
Elvis
manager.
Presley was top in the 1950s. He thought it was never going to end.
And then
it
he
ended in the
started-
60s when the Beatles came along. And he
started eating
straight
hamburgers,
away.
man.
Yeah.
Deep fried
Exactly.
hamburgers. Died on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Before long, you're
very
very
unglamorous.
Exactly. You're on
Shit
50
way to go.
painkillers, and you know
Very.
you don't have any
very-
bowel movements left. I
Very
mean, that's what's happening.
unglamorous. That's because my kisses lift me higher.
It's human nature, innit? When you're on top, you think it's never going to end.
You light my morning sky with burning love.
Oh, what did Man United do after the 99 treble?
They
Their
won the
transfer-
league. They won the league in.
No, but I'm
2000.
talking long term. Veron came in, Forlan,
That was They
Some
they
poor
did. They
signings.
did win the league though. In
but it wasn't as.
I suppose you won. The
Then
league
Arsenal
last.
came in 2002, won the league.
And then they came back and won the league.
Chelsea a few years later.
Mm.
It's just hard. I think City are too obsessed with being business savvy, the PR of
I was a
making
bit- I
profit.
was a bit not disappointed to not see Grealish because I don't particularly care. But you know, when I heard Pep Guardiola talking yesterday, and he was sort of the word he kept using was energy, fresh energy, new energy. That to me was the implied wisdom was that Jack Grealish was going to be in the team. Did you think that?
Juve come up, Man United. So if he starts those games, which I think he will, then
Funny,
it's.
the
big
Juve.
games,
How has Juve become a must-win game? Like
I
you know,
know.
if you just
That's
beat
what he's
Feyenoord.
thinking. That's what he's
Crazy.
thinking. He thinks he can win this with a weakened midfield. He knows full well it's a weakened midfield after
of
Spurs.
course.
He knows full well that Rico Lewis and Gundogan is not a title-winning midfield, but he thinks he can leverage it against Palace, get Grealish back in for certain games, hope that Kovacic can come back soon as well. That's what he's thinking. He's over leveraging himself, and he's trying to be a little bit too spread everything too thin. I think Palace is a must-win game, so Grealish has to start the game.
Rico, like I said, Rico Lewis gives you a bit more stability in the midfield, man. Jack Grealish is a bit more of a maverick. He goes forward. He's more creative. I wouldn't trust him in the base of the midfield with Gundogan. I wouldn't trust him there at all. But we'll see, man. It's at the same time, Crystal Palace going to their ground is not an easy ground to go to. They're
Basically,
a bit
you
of a
agree,
banana
though.
skin.
Man City lose this. It's
Come
an
on, Palace.
absolute bottle job, right?
Yeah, like Arsenal not winning the title this season is an absolute bottle job. They have to win it. It's a
You have to mention-
generational
why do
headlock
you have
from
to
City.
why do you need to mention us? It's your team. We're not
thing is-
playing today.
the thing is, you're
Don't
not-
mention us. So we're not playing.
Yeah, and it wasn't even you that said it.
Yeah, but you're in the room. Chelsea were
I
like,
was
"I'm
right,
the
you
title
know what
of
that
you."
was like? I saw
Rattled.
an amazing clip on the internet, right? It was on my For You page on Twitter, and this car cuts up another car, and the other car comes along. There's the driver of the car sitting in the front, and there's this fat geezer sitting in the back, and the driver of the other car comes along and has a go at the car that cut him up, and he doesn't say anything to the driver.
Driver.
He just looks in the back seat, and he's like, "You fat."
I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
it was
seen
so, mate. I watched
I'm not
100
even
times on the
driving.
tube. I was laughing my head off. I was crying. The guy's just sitting in the back, a fat guy.
And you just shot. You just pointed the
Have you
fingers at
seen
me.
it?
No, I haven't seen it. I
Oh,
haven't
it's
seen
the
it.
You have to
funniest
see
thing.
it,
I'll try and
Miles.
find it. I'll send it to you. It's the
Come on,
funniest
man.
He's like, I'm not even driving.
Yeah, he's not even trying. It's like just then I went, you're going to bottle it, right?
Yeah.
You totally ignored me. You just went to him.
Yeah, but Arsenal have.
No,
you know,
wait,
Arsenal should be
wait,
in that-
They're above us in the league.
Yeah.
They might
You're
bottle
the
it.
fat guy in the back of the car.
I ain't even fat.
What's your body fat percentage?
3.
Don't know, man.
3.
Like 30.
Arnold Schwarzenegger never got to 3.
No.
Bodybuilders never get down to
What are they? Like
4?
5%? Yeah. Yeah.
Any
that's what they are,
less,
yeah.
you can't even.
No, of
function.
course.
Can't function yet.
No, because fat to some level is good for you, right?
Yeah, of course.
You need like 6 to 10%.
Yeah, you need fat for your body to function.
Yeah.
It runs off fat.
What do you think you are then? Do you think you got a number? Because you work out a lot and all that.
Like a 6 or something.
You're not 6%
Mate,
body fat.
that would make you an athlete.
You are not 6% body fat, Miles.
I
I am in my
mean,
mind.
that makes you like.
He goes pure gym 20 minutes a day. He's got 6% body fat.
You know what? Do you know what? Next time I come on here,
But
I'll
that
tell
would
you,
be
I'm gonna
He's
unhealthy.
benching 80 kg. He thinks he's at 6% body fat.
heavy than that. Heavier than
funny.
that.
Would you bench?
I can bench more than 80 kg.
What?
That's not even. That's a warm up.
What's your PB? Be honest.
120.
This is boring chat, lads. By the way, when you start comparing
120?
muscles,
Sorry, Rory doesn't go to the
comparing
gym.
muscles.
When I first met you, the first thing you said to me was, I can bench 100 kg, I promise.
that's literally the first thing I said.
It's
To you.
one of them.
Mate, I've left a mark on you that you remember our first interaction.
Because it was so
I
much.
remember blurred into one with
I
you.
remember thinking early on, I was like, why is he bringing up benching 100 kg?
Because it didn't happen. Because it literally didn't happen. How long have we got until kickoff? Can't wait.
3 minutes, beautiful.
Go into
Are
it.
we
In fact, do you know
finding,
what? Just
yeah.
before we get underway with this huge game for Manchester City, that if they don't win, they will have completely bottled. We need a massive favour from you. Will you please do us the honour of just clicking the link in the description and filling out a survey? It really is as simple as that. We just need some information from football fans like your good selves. Please do us that favour. Just click the link in the description, fill out that survey. It will not cost you a penny. It just does us a huge favour, and we would like to reciprocate. If you do it, you could win £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts. It really is that simple. Just click the link in the description and fill out that survey. Thank you very much. Viva la Crystal Palace.
Why did you say that?
Viva la Crystal
They're meant to be your London rivals.
They're going to do us a favour
London
today.
rival. Chelsea,
South-
Chelsea
South
the
versus
biggest
north
club
of
in
the
South
river.
London. Chelsea the biggest club in South London.
Fulham.
Chelsea have more support in
South
South
London.
London than Palace.
Fulham.
They're the biggest club in South London. Like Chelsea are a North of the River club. Southwest postcode, but North of the
It
River.
might be. There's probably more Arsenal fans in South London.
Chelsea all around that area, Croydon and that. Croydon, Coulsdon. Very Chelsea heavy.
Really?
Really Chelsea heavy, yeah.
You're talking about all of South
Wait,
London. There's more Arsenal fans in South London.
More Arsenal.
In all of South London, not Croydon, South London.
There's more Arsenal fans all over London.
Yeah.
But in
Croydon?
I would say that the biggest club in South London is Chelsea for support.
In Chelsea.
No, it can't be all of South London.
Yeah. There'd be
I know
more-
loads of Arsenal fans, Kennington,
No,
Elephant.
Of course, there's loads of Arsenal fans. They're everywhere. But Chelsea's support, core support, all comes from like that Surrey
Obviously.
border, Kent border.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Well, more than the Croydon boys.
Yeah,
More than
loads of
Palace.
Chelsea fans from that area. I mean, there's 25,000 Palace fans, aren't there?
Yeah, but that's just the ones that can fit in the stadium. There's more. There's more outside the stadium.
No, I don't know if there is.
What about Fulham?
What about them?
No, there's not many.
No, what
Fulham
about
fans.
them?
Have they got a big following? I think
No,
they've got a big
of course
following
they-
in South London.
No,
course
they
they've got
have
a
no
whole-
following in South London. They have a following.
South, innit?
There's more
South,
Charlton fans. I think.
West.
No, Fulham are probably the smallest club in the.
In London.
No, Brentford would be. Brentford
Yeah,
would be
Brentford.
smaller.
Brentford have got
But-
a smaller
but-
following.
But Fulham are one of the smallest clubs in the Premier League by far. They have no real
Stadium-wise.
squad.
Never won a trophy.
God, what does that mean, man? You can still have a big following without.
No, I'm just saying they've
No,
never.
but they don't like
football pedigree.
Queen's Park Rangers are like twice the size of Fulham, aren't they?
They
and
nearly
they're-
won the
and they're a
league in the
small club.
60s. That's as far as they've nearly won
They
the
got
league.
to a final.
So you
under
say they
Roy
don't
Hodgson,
attract
didn't
new fans then?
No, they only have attracted new fans because when I was a kid, they didn't have any fans.
No, I'm just talking about their fan base doesn't grow.
No, it only grows because, like I'm saying, when I was a kid, for example, do you know what? When I used to go around my mate's house, do you know what would happen? Craven Cottage. His mum, she lived in the streets around Craven Cottage. His mum would go and play on the stage, go and play at the pitch. Like you just go in there and play.
Yeah.
What, in the stadium?
Yeah, we would just go in and play. It was all terracing. It was like the away end there. It was about as big as this room. It was all just little steps. There was no seats or nothing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you could just go and play there. It was like going down your local park.
I like Fulham though, man.
Yeah, I like Fulham. I've got no issue with
They're
Fulham.
nice
Not
little
tomorrow.
club.
But there
I like them
are
tomorrow.
local rivals. Like it's as close as you could be, and yet every Chelsea fan you know.
Charlton
will
are
like.
bigger than Fulham. There's some real Charlton support.
Yeah, Charlton are
Charlton are big.
What about Millwall then?
Millwall bigger than Fulham as well.
Millwall big club.
Millwall's a big following. They've got a big following.
They're not a big club, but they're a bigger following than Fulham. Yeah,
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, of course they
Yeah,
are.
I agree with that.
of course they have. But Palace would be bigger than Millwall. Palace would be the biggest club that are based in South London.
Yeah, but that's and also because they're a Premier League side, so they're gonna attract way more followers.
We've been in the league a long time, you know.
They have.
You think about the Kevin
Yeah.
Phillips penalty in the playoff final.
Yeah.
You think that's fucking
They've got good
11
history,
years ago?
Yeah. They've also got, when you think about the history of football,
Yeah, they've got
like
good history.
Palace are about, aren't they?
I like Palace.
You know,
I like
like you think about that Wright and Bright. You know when it was Mark Bright and Ian Wright up front.
FA Cup
They've got
finals.
those moments. Yeah, the Alan Pardew
Couple of
final.
finals.
Obviously, the final against Man United, 1990.
Yep. But they're a side that never won a trophy. When you actually look at some of the sides that have never won trophies,
That's come close to it.
hard to fucking win a trophy in English football.
I know. Well, you know, like Queen's Park Rangers. When I was a kid, they were a good Premier League, really good Premier League team. Les Ferdinand up front and all that.
Yeah,
good
yeah,
side.
yeah.
In their entire history, They've won one League Cup.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
One League Cup. They could have won a league.
But you get fans on Twitter, you know, maybe let's say Chelsea win the Conference League this season. Let's just say
They laugh at it.
there'll be Chelsea fans saying that's
Yeah, we don't want that.
There are City fans moaning on Twitter, but they got Guardiola as their profile picture.
I always think that it's a great indicator. It's like the litmus test of kind of what type of football fan you are.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you turn your nose up at silverware, it's fine. You can be like that. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. It just doesn't chime with the way that I see football.
And that's why I don't like the City chat about City being a small club, because every City fan knows City aren't a massive club. I'm talking pre-takeover. But City won 2 league titles, 2 league Division 1 titles before the takeover.
No, but when people say small,
FA Cup win before the takeover, that's real shit.
No, but Booth, when people say small, they aren't suggesting. Nobody's saying you're Berry. Nobody's saying you're older.
No, but that implication exists certainly for Man United. I'm talking about in those big videos, the Lab Bible, the Sky
I think
Sports
what people
videos.
are saying when people say small, they just mean not the super club that you're suggesting you are.
Yeah.
No, I think a lot
Worldwide.
of football fans use the whole like League Two, the Gillingham stuff, which is justified. It's justified. The 90s history, but then the rich history before that of Mike Summerby and Colin Bell,
but I think
it gets ignored. It just frustrates me sometimes.
I feel like that's. I could be wrong. You're going to have a far better knowledge of this than I am, but I feel like you're wrong. I don't think that's what people are saying. Like, you know, if I say City are a small club, which I do say, I obviously don't mean Yeovil.
No, I know, but I think in those big videos that go viral,
of the big clubs,
clubs,
I kind of think that Man City should be compared historically to sides like Sunderland. I agree with that. That's exactly that. But I think the narrative can, especially when the takeover first happened, and it's almost as if City didn't deserve any investment.
You've won
a Sunday League side,
right?
Nah, it's not.
And you think if you get to an FA Cup final in the '60s and you win a league and an FA Cup and you play in the European Cup Winners' Cup,
trophy,
and you got Colin Bell's considered one of the most naturally gifted footballers to ever come out of his country.
All right, Rory, who do you think's a bigger club? I know Newcastle or Man City.
Man City are bigger than Newcastle.
Way bigger.
I think Newcastle, history-wise, is a bigger club than Man City.
When's the last time they won a trophy?
No, I know you've won more of a trophy, but I think they have more history within the Premier League within the football world.
Only within the Premier. Like, Newcastle haven't won a trophy since what? They won the cup.
But it's a bigger club, though. It feels like a bigger club for me. It just
because it's got a bigger stadium.
History, their stadium. They've been around the Premier League for years.
But they've been relegated twice out of the Premier League. You know that?
Yeah, of course.
You know City been relegated.
Shearer took them down.
Yeah, Shearer took them down. They've been relegated twice.
I'm not taking away your accolades. You've won more than them.
But
I believe that they're just a bigger club.
Man City are miles away.
I just feel like they're just a bigger club.
Do you know when you say it feels like it?
I get what he means when he says feels though, because there is an aura
around Newcastle.
There's a passion.
It's because they're a one city club. One city clubs will always have that feeling. Leeds United, one city club.
That could be a part of it.
You know, like I think it's.
I just feel like they've got history. People know Newcastle. I'm not saying people don't know Newcastle.
Their PR is better.
Like, it's just like they've always been around. They're just a big club. The black and white kit, the managers they've had, the players they've had big Champions League nights, big games.
It's because they had those Premier League, the Kevin Keegan moments in the 90s and Andy Cole, and they've had those moments in the 90s. And sometimes we over romanticize the early 90s because it's the first. It's like you always remember your first whatever, and it's like the first Premier League years involved Newcastle in a big way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like there's certain Premier League teams you just think of Premier League. Like Newcastle for me will always be a Premier, regardless if they've been relegated or not. They're just Premier League.
I agree. Man City are on the attack hill. Jesus Christ.
Does that make sense?
I know what you're trying. I do actually understand why a lot of people
bigger
think
than them
that.
now. Like,
No, I mean,
as a club.
You know when you say feeling though, this is like tangible. You're kind of going down vibes, right? You're kind of going emotionally. They feel like a big club, and you can remember Andy Cole and Peter Beardsley, or John Barnes going there, or Philippe Albert chipping the keeper, or whatever. But like that's just feelings.
Yeah, but you're taking it to. Are you talking about accolades and trophies they've won? No, it's not bigger than City.
Facts.
I just thought. I don't know, man. Newcastle's just that.
Feelings do matter in football.
No, but it's your emotion. It doesn't matter.
It does.
It'd be like me going, to me, in my world, my emotion, Queen's Park Rangers are a big club. Because I know so many Queen's Park Rangers fans. The area I grew up in had a lot of Queen's Park Rangers fans. So Queen's Park Rangers, to me, feel like a big club. But it would be ridiculous for me to go, they feel, oh my God.
He's in.
He's offside, is he?
He's in. He was onside. He was onside.
City have scored.
No,
City have conceded.
No, Palace have scored.
Yes, he was onside. That was a great ball.
Why do we pick this game to go live?
For this exact
You're saying, is this the right stream, bro? You're sure you got the... No, he's got the highlights from a different year.
For this exact reason.
That was offside.
That was way offside.
Roars.
Look at him. He's
back. Gundogan involved in that.
Look.
Gundogan involved in the build-up.
He's on. Look at him.
It's such weak tackling in the
Walker again.
middle.
Look at Walker. Look at
He's
Walker.
off.
Look at
yeah,
Walker.
yeah.
Number 2.
I got a feeling he's off.
I got a feeling he's on.
I've got a bad feeling he's off.
I got a bad feeling he's on.
He's on. He's on.
He looks on.
I don't think he is. A great ball there, Will
Great
Hughes, isn't it?
ball by Hughes.
Munoz.
Oh man.
Oh, this is pressure.
He's got the
I
lineup
don't
wrong
think
again.
it's on, guys. I mean, I know you're both saying it is, but I really don't think he's on.
Nice on. Look, they've given it. They've given it. VAR's given it.
Have they?
See, look,
Is
he's
it a goal
celebrating.
officially?
He's celebrating. Look, he's doing all this. They've celebrated. He's giving it.
Why check it as well? As much I hate it against City, it's like,
This is pressure for City
What
early
are you
on,
doing?
early doors, man.
What he did?
fuck you, no, man.
5 minutes into the game, Buvey.
All the time.
Nah.
Are you a sailor?
No, in all honesty, I think it's
Simple
the.
accents, no
man.
favours.
Come on,
Crystal.
man.
I took Mark Guehi out of my bloody fantasy. If they get a clean sheet
Mark
today,
Gahey,
They're not getting a
never take
clean
him out
sheet.
of fantasy.
is it?
Good
I did. I
player.
took him out of my fantasy last midweek. He got 6
Good
points.
player. Good player. Don't take him out ever.
Bloody hell, he got 6 points.
Mark
Got a clean
Gahey.
sheet.
Mark Gahey, you keep in. Definite.
I didn't want to come
Yeah, but
today.
they're playing City.
Have you heard about the storm outside?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We've done the storm chat.
Have we?
There's a storm in here. Yeah, didn't we?
No,
Come
we
up
did it on the podcast.
You know, you started talking about how it goes A, B, C, D, man, woman,
Oh yeah, we
man,
did.
woman.
My memory's shot to bits. Oh, we did actually.
Well, this is interesting. This is
Yeah, we
interesting.
didn't see this coming.
Man City are losing away
How
at
weak
Palace
was that,
in a
Rory?
game that Buvey conceded was a must-win game of football.
On a scale of 1 to 10, lads, give me a number. Just be honest now. Reactive as possible, yeah? Don't think about it. Easy is a 10, hard is 0. How easy was that for Palace?
It was an easy. What was the easiest number I could
10.
Get? Okay, 10.
Out of
then.
10, how
10.
easy?
That was the easiest.
It's a ball round the corner
10 out of 10.
and he strikes near post.
Well, do you
and
know
the
what
keeper
though,
just
Booth?
leave
I
it.
think on that exact bit that you just flagged there, the ball round the corner. Will Hughes plays a glorious,
Lovely.
curling pass right into Muniz's path. That was beautiful. Where Man City, I think, should hang their heads in shame was the 3 50-50s that weren't won. Gundogan, Lewis. It was there. You know, like any midfielder that wanted to win that ball wins it.
Yeah, it was weak.
Yeah, I know,
and
man.
3 Palace players wanted it more
How
than...
can you reward mediocrity like this? Carl Walker's starting again.
Yeah!
Oh, what a save!
No, is it a post?
No, that was a
Is it a
save.
post?
That was a save. The keeper's down. That,
he saved
that
it.
must have
No.
smashed him in the
Why are you
face.
on the floor? Get up.
That must have smashed him right in the face.
Erling's
Henderson.
big old donk, isn't he? Still can't score.
Let's have a look.
That was straight. That was straight in the
little
face.
ball,
Nice
De
little
Bruyne.
ball.
Straight in the face.
That's
yeah.
good save. Good save.
That was a
Straight in the head.
great save.
Put it in a post.
Great ball by Kevin De Bruyne, though. That's what he brings you, man. He gives you that little bit of creativity that
He's got to
been
score.
lacking,
He's
bro.
got to score.
Have to.
On the
Bottom
ground.
corner. Yeah,
Got to
bottom
score.
corner.
Why is he falling over?
Bottom
Doesn't
corner.
need to fall
He
over
was
either.
stretching a little bit.
Keeper knew nothing about it as well. That's the craziest thing.
Oh, get up, man.
No,
Sick of
come
these
on,
modern.
man. If
modern
Kevin,
footballers.
If Kevin Harlan
No.
blasted the ball in your face from 5 yards out, you're
Kevin
gonna
Harland.
Same.
Who the fuck's that?
Can you
Kevin
stop
Harland.
swearing?
What are you on about?
Can you stop swearing?
Alright,
I couldn't be
I'll
on about more. I couldn't say it more clearly, can I?
Okay, I'll stop. Why?
Why not?
Am I swearing too much?
It's a Saturday morning, man. I don't need that kind of language in my
Easy like
life.
Oh,
Sunday
jeez.
morning.
Grant Scott wants to know, Buvey, who's a bigger club, Sunderland or Newcastle? This is a super chat. Thank you very much, Grant.
I have to say.
Yeah.
I think they're evenly sized.
You have to pick one. He's giving you an option.
I think Sunderland by 1%. It's very close.
Pick Sunderland.
Sunderland have been in the Championship a few years now, and
Yeah.
they're both just not big clubs.
I'm going to Newcastle.
They're both well supported local clubs.
Sunderland have won more. They've wone a trophy more recently.
yeah.
73.
Yeah.
Sunderland won 73 Cup against Arsenal, in fact. It was Bob Stoker, Ian Porterfield in 73 won Sunderland the Cup. That's a lot more recent than the last time Newcastle won a
Newcastle's
trophy.
in the harder competitions though.
Not always.
Which ones?
They've been in not always.
Been in FA Cups, they're in Carling Cups, they're in the Prem.
Sunderland are in the FA Cup every year.
Okay, cool.
No, but also they're in the. When I'm comparing trophies, in fairness, Newcastle have a chance of winning more silverware because Newcastle compete for more silverware that I rate.
Newcastle got relegated and came up. That's a
No, but
trophy.
No, that's not a trophy.
No, you
That's what I'm saying. No,
Division
Newca-
2 is not a trophy.
It's not a trophy now.
Division
No,
two.
of course that's not
Division
a-
2 is not a trophy.
It's not a trophy.
No, Newcastle, they got relegated in the Championship and came back up.
Yeah, winning the championship isn't a trophy.
It's not a trophy.
major honours, is it?
It's not a major
Trophy
honour.
for them.
No,
You
that's
don't
not
know
a major
Newcastle
honour.
fan.
Yeah,
Trust me.
It's a trophy for them.
Otherwise,
Again, we're
every
going back to
club-
emotions here.
I guarantee
Every club would be like, "Oh, we've got at least a couple of trophies." Palace would say it a couple of. They've
Yeah,
been
QPR.
promoted. Everyone's
QPR
been
got
promoted out of the
promoted
second
from-
I
division.
guarantee if you've got a Sunderland fan here and a Newcastle fan in here, they'll be arguing about that. Because why can't Newcastle get?
Because that's like saying that the Johnson's Pate Trophy is a trophy. It's not a
It's still a
trophy.
league though.
No, major honours.
The second
Mark
division
Gahey.
is not a major honour. Reading have got zero major. I think, well, maybe an FA Cup.
No, I don't think so.
But Reading have got no major
I
honours.
agree, it's not a major honour. But for someone who's for someone who's a fan of Newcastle and Sunderland, I'm going to use that against a Sunderland fan. Especially if you've been in the Championship,
I'd say Sunderland have probably got the same amount of division titles as
I
Newcastle.
think it would be really, really flimsy to say that.
So why does Man United fans say, "Oh, we won the Carling Cup and you haven't won anything"?
Because the League Cup is a
League Cup is a major honour.
You know,
That's a rubbish major honour. That's rubbish. I'd rather win the
It's the
Championship
worst
than the
major
Carling
honour,
Cup.
but it is a major honour.
I think the Carling Cup.
It's like you got the 4 Grand Slams. I'd rather win Wimbledon than the Australian Open, but the Australian Open is a major.
I'd rather win. No, seriously, no batter aside. I'd rather win the Championship than the Carling Cup.
Right,
You get
again,
way-
that's your emotion to this.
Yeah, but you
No, because there's more to it. You won how many? You won the league. How many games? That's way more.
So you're saying Arsenal get relegated next season?
I don't
you
want
win
Arsenal
that.
to get relegated.
No, but you have to be relegated to win it. So let's just say theoretically you're relegated. You're playing Luton Town and Huddersfield every week.
No. I'm just saying. Okay, Burnley when they
Plymouth.
won the Championship, for example, I think that is more of an accolade than winning the
No
Championship.
way.
The
The
way
League
they
Cup
did
is-
than Manchester United. Not even
Do
Manchester
you know
United.
City won
Anyone
4
winning
years
the
in a row?
Carling
Do you know
Cup.
City beat at Wembley 4 years in a row? There's an Arsenal winning there, Liverpool, Chelsea against Sarri. These are big sides to
the
beat
Carling
at
Cup,
Wembley.
man.
City beat United in
I'm not being a fan of the
League Cup
Carling
semis.
Yeah, see that kind of dismissal of silverware doesn't sit.
It's not a dismissal of silverware. I just don't respect that.
You've won it at loads as well. Arsenal won it loads, haven't they?
The
No,
Carling
they
Cup.
haven't. No, they've won it
like
twice. They've
I
only
thought
won
they won it loads in the
FA Cups. FA Cups.
They won loads of FA Cups. They've won that
thought-
twice. They beat Sheffield Wednesday in '93. They beat.
I love the League Cup.
They beat Sheffield Wednesday in the same final. It was Sheffield Wednesday versus Arsenal in the FA Cup final. It was Sheffield Wednesday versus Arsenal in the League Cup final.
I rate the League Cup. It's
Of course.
I don't rate it, man.
plus you see sides get to the final a little bit more than the FA Cup because it's early in the season. You know, Bradford got into the final against Swansea, didn't they, a few years ago? And Bristol City, City beat Man United in the quarter final.
There's like the League Cup is a major honour. Winning the Championship is not.
Definitely.
I'm just saying that.
There's so many shit sides that have
So do you
fucking
think
got
League
promoted.
Two as well? Like, do you just
No, not
prioritise them all?
The Vanarama.
League Two. Not League Two, but anything from
here
Championship.
we go.
Championship's high quality football.
It's,
That's good football,
what
man.
you're saying, it's a very, very hard. It's like a
It's
top 10
very
league
hard.
in Europe. It's a hard league, but it's
Very
not a
hard.
major honour.
Got to.
No, it's not a major honour, but you could take pride in winning the Championship if you
Oh,
come
yeah,
up.
definitely. You could
Burnley could take pride in that Championship.
You can, but you can't put it in your trophy cabinet.
because Man City won it
What? Are
in the
you
90s.
crazy?
Man City won it
can't-
by
Bournemouth has got a picture of of their players on the side of their stadium to this day that made them win. That
Yeah, but that's not
made them
major
win
honour.
the Championship
Right.
and go up into the Premier League. To this day, it's still there.
But it's just in football. It's just not considered that.
So basically you can't. Talking about Newcastle Sunderland, which is where this started.
Yeah.
I promise you that the way that you differentiate between the two, you don't go one or the other won the Championship. Like that can't be the metric.
Yeah, it's probably just
So what is the metric?
The metric is
Champions League
everything
football.
else. Champions League football.
Newcastle played in the
winning
Champions League.
titles. Who won a trophy more recently? Who's got a bigger support? Who's got a better stadium? Who historically has been a bigger club? All of that. Who's got more league titles? All of that counts. Who won the Championship or who didn't? Just
I think that's a part of it for them. Because they've both been in the Championship.
oh
They've both been in it.
Yeah,
And Newcastle's won it. And the
starting
Sunderland
to
hasn't.
wake up a bit here, City.
yeah, but is it enough? 1-0 down already.
Anyway,
You're
Talking
playing with
about
one leg,
Championship.
aren't you? It's just like it's just handicaps, aren't you? You're just like 1-0 down after 5 minutes. No, but do you know what I mean? It's like you know the saying, don't you? There's a saying about that. Is what I'm. There's a saying, isn't there? Like doing something with one hand or something. I don't know. It's just like shooting your own foot off. What's the saying? You know what I'm trying to say? Jesus Christ.
I know what you're trying to say, but I
You
ain't gonna
start a
repeat-
game 1-0
I'm not
down. It's
repeating
just,
it on
you're
stream.
completely hamstrung, aren't you? It's fucked. You're injured. It's fucked.
It's only 1-0, bro. They scored in
Away
the first 5 minutes.
away Palace is and they're in good
They'll
form.
beat
I don't think saw the
Manchester City,
Mateta
man.
goal last week.
This is your-
Unbelievable.
this is your
Look
this
at
is
the
your change.
space. Look at the ease at which Palace are knocking the ball about that midfield. Look at this, dictating.
Why is Carl Walker still on the side? I can't believe it.
Hey,
Is there anyone else that could play there?
Well, Rico Lewis.
But he's playing midfield, isn't he?
So Jack Grealish comes in for him.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I don't know, man.
You don't trust him there. Basically, we've done a thing for the podcast.
Oh my God.
Way off.
Why didn't he get his head on that?
Couldn't. I was waiting. Two over him.
That goal he scored last week. Oh my God. Outrageous.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
I've seen them once live, you know what I mean?
Have you got the thing?
New Year's Eve.
Where?
Brixton. 3 years ago.
There ain't nobody better than John Philip Mateta.
I'll look back at my 20s and if I have a kid, they'll say, what do you do in your 20s? One of them, my years of my 20s, I went to see
Wait.
Wenger Boys.
Yeah, there's no...
Brixton.
I don't think you do tell anyone that.
He
Also,
he looks disgusted. In his,
you don't need
It
to.
was a laugh.
When you
actually.
think about everything
disgusting.
else that you could have done that night as well, you had London. The world was your oyster, man. You could have done anything.
A lot of New Year's events in London are really shit.
Yeah.
What's one of the
Really
worst concerts you've been to?
So wax.
One of the worst concerts. It's just they was just so underwhelming. It was like that was a bad concert.
That's a good. That's a
I
good
kind of
question.
don't go to them if I feel like they could be underwhelming.
I know, but obviously you think
You
it's going
have
to
to
be
gamble,
good.
don't you? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It was a
Yeah.
bad
I'll
concert.
tell you who I did see quite recently, and they were so good. Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes are good. Yeah.
Mate, do you know what they did? They
Mutti, I
they did a rendition of Flowers. You know, I bring you
You
flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah.
They did that.
Yeah.
They did like an orchestral version of
Was
that.
it nice?
Where'd you see
Beautiful, man. Royal Albert Hall.
that? Wow. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a lot of old acts going into the Royal Albert Hall. Kano was there.
Oh, it's got to be one of the best venues in the world.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So beautiful. Just small, but it's so beautiful.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, they were surprisingly good because I went slightly under duress because my wife wanted to go. When I was in there, I was
And you enjoyed
skanking
it.
out.
Yeah, exactly. You was enjoying it more than your wife. That's always the case.
Skanking
out. Rory, I bring you flowers.
What about you, Miles? Any underwhelming gigs? I think a lot of them are now with phones and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can't
the
get into
same.
it half the time.
Groove Armada have banned phones.
Yeah, a lot of places are doing
Groove
that. now.
Armada have banned. They were playing somewhere in Newcastle called He, She, They or something like that, and I think phones were totally banned.
Yeah, Jeremy did a performance, I think last week, and he literally just led on the floor because you're all on your phone, so now no one can see me to take a photo. So he just led on the floor doing a song. Yeah,
He's smart.
good.
Jeremy always do that. When I went to go see Prince a couple of years
Prince?
ago. Yeah.
Where did you see Prince?
In the O2.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
with my mum.
Mate, I
Big
would.
Prince fan.
That. Oh my god, I would love.
but that was
to have done
underperforming.
that.
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
No.
Oh, I thought it was underwhelming.
Let's talk about there was no phones allowed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not Prince. That's one of the best concerts I've been to ever. Like,
That'd been amazing.
that was
Yeah,
amazing.
I really want to go to where is it? Minneapolis, Indianapolis,
Minneapolis, that's
Minneapolis.
his
Where he's I really want to go there to his thing.
Oh, to his memorial. Yeah.
Wasn't the thing he was a janitor and he used to go into the music studios when he finished his shift? So he'd be around the studio as a janitor, and then he'd make his own music at like midnight or whatever.
Do you know what's
super
quite
talented,
funny about like so my kid, she had to do this thing at school where she was like things that make me happy, and she did it around music. And like most kids are writing, I don't know what, the theme tune from Charlie and Lola and whatever. My kid's top one, Prince, When Doves Cry. I was like, yeah,
amazing.
yes.
If I was her teacher,
Get out there, Clementine.
I'd have looked at this and said,
Yeah.
yeah. You know music,
Yeah.
Clementine.
When we
you
get
know
in the
music.
car, she always says it. When doves cry? All right, yeah, don't worry.
Well done, Rose. You're doing something good there, man. Well done. Let her know some good
She
music.
likes that. She likes Raspberry Beret.
That's a tune,
Yeah,
man.
so good. Best
Too
song ever
good.
written, I'm convinced.
Too good.
Yeah, so good.
Also, another great concert I went to was Watch the Throne. That was a great concert.
Watch the Throne.
with Jay-Z and Kanye
Oh, yeah,
West.
yeah. Wow. That
was
must have been 2013.
Yeah,
14.
it was amazing, Buvey.
Where was it?
Production or O2, it was amazing.
I find the O2 so
Amazing.
underwhelming, man.
You think so?
Puts
I've
me
seen
off
some
going.
mad stuff there.
It puts me off-
It can go really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can it
yeah,
actually
yeah,
get the
yeah. I
vibe?
saw Wizkid there once. Unbelievable.
What,
I
it
saw
can get-
Stormzy there. Unbelievable.
It was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah,
I saw Adele there at the Brits.
There are some venues that
unbelievable.
I just, when they're the announced venue, it puts me off.
Is
Go on
it?
then, go on then.
Bruno
Hit the
Simmons
ball,
gets-
hit the ball. Yeah.
It's just
fucking
close.
touch.
It's unlucky. It's unlucky.
Yeah,
Just behind
just
him.
behind him. Just behind
Unlucky.
him.
Man City are looking a little bit better though. 17 minutes into the half, they've finally woken up.
Crystal Palace have got something to build on though. If they get one more goal,
Oh, how easy was that?
they're in the game.
I shouldn't have tweeted that we're back in the title race. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Yeah, you shouldn't, man.
Darren has an issue with you, Miles, in the super chat. Thank you, Darren.
Sorry,
Darren has
Darren.
said the only reason that Arsenal fans don't rate the League Cup is because they've only won it twice. Tottenham have won it 4 times. He's so biased.
What? I don't rate it, Darren, because I think that it's a waste of time.
You were chatting
It's more
shit
games.
and you couldn't deviate out of your chatting shit.
No, I'm
We've all
just saying
been
that-
there. You were chatting shit
No,
about
I've
the
been
second
saying-
division thing. Come
I've
on.
been saying it for years. Even on
pound in
Filthy, I've been
swearing
saying
jar.
it. Even on Filthy, I was saying it.
What? Shit
Don't
isn't
like-
a swear word.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah. You saying you've been talking mignon. Darren, you're entitled to opinion, but I've always, it's got nothing to do with Arsenal.
I'm just gonna
fan.
ask you a
I've
question.
Never,
And
ever
Mad
rated the
Leafer,
Carling
just
Cup.
while I'm doing the super chats, Buvey, Mad Leafer for you. Oh, there we go. Are you doing a Tottenham Chelsea game tomorrow? And are you doing a Christmas special this year? Do you want to answer them both?
We're not doing Tottenham Chelsea. I think we should do a Christmas special.
Okay.
I think we should do like
With
but
some
not a
cheese
full
boards.
pod. Not a full pod. I think we should do it in our local pub. I'm not going to say what it is, But in the local pub that we're
I
in,
do love our local pub.
we could do a little video, film it in there.
And what? Just put that out
Just like
on
a quiz or yeah. What do you think?
I'm up for it. I mean, I'm up for anything that gets me to the pub.
Yeah, I love that pub, man.
I love that pub.
I'm beginning as I get a little bit older. I'm beginning to realise what a good pub means.
What is it? What
Mate,
does it mean?
I am the king.
It's just vibes.
Do you follow my pub account?
No, I didn't know you had a pub account.
Mate, it's called London Pints under a £5.
Wow.
All right, boys, let me ask you a
Let me show
question.
you.
Yeah? Let me ask you a question because I'm not one. Oh, 1 second.
Oh no, Eze.
Corner. I'm not to one to go to pubs. I've been to a few pubs just to watch a game and leave. What is it you're looking for if you walk into a new pub? What's the first thing you're looking for?
Mate, I'm the king of pubs. Look, I've got an entire account dedicated. London Pints under a £5. Look at that.
Rory, what's the first thing you're looking for when you go to a pub? A new pub. You've never been in there before. What's the first thing that stands out for you?
I'll follow that.
Follow that. You'll like
right.
it. But the pints in the pub have to cost less than a £5, and then I put
Are you
them up.
struggling to find them now? Cost of living?
No, there are about,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's slightly harder.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
There has to be something on offer for under a £5.
yeah.
Like
Oh, so
whatever
that's what
lager, there has to be something.
Is that what you look for then?
There has to be something on.
I'm pretty intuitive. I can tell when the vibes are there. Oh, Rosette from Palace.
In fact, why don't you follow my London Pints under a £5 account? London Pints under a £5. That's London Pints under a £5 on Instagram.
I think it's got to have I think it's got to have football. Not to be like it's got to have screens. You know, those like mega American bars that are in, like
Yeah,
in
it's
London
too much.
Bridge and stuff like that, like mega.
No, horrible.
No,
That's
not
horrible.
saying that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
sports
think the pub
bars.
needs to have something we can all watch if you want to watch the
Yeah.
thing.
Do you know what? Do you know what a good indicator of a good pub can be? A good it's not a prerequisite. It doesn't have to be there. You can have lots of good pubs without it. But generally speaking, jukebox, darts board. The standard
Pool?
of pub
Pool?
generally. But pool.
I
If
look
it's
for
space right,
If there's space,
if it's
yeah.
space right.
I look for a pool table.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
jukebox. I think is
love
always
pool.
a good.
Get the vibes going.
Yeah.
Get the vibes going. What about a bell?
I like a nice carpet. You know, one of those
Yeah.
very ornate carpets.
Old school.
Old school carpet is always very.
It's
Pictures,
just the
pictures on the
atmosphere.
wall.
You can't fake the atmosphere, can you?
Can't fake the
You
atmosphere.
can't fake the atmosphere.
This has got like a bit of a pubby vibe in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what we're
has.
going for.
That's what we did. We
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
purposefully.
There's a pub in Bristol. It's a cat pub. They've got about 25.
They got cats walking about, yeah.
And they train the cats,
Cats
not
in
to
the
leave.
pub, walking around?
Yeah. Famous. Bag of nails. But it's a very, very
Is it
good
central
pub.
Bristol? Is it like
Yeah,
in,
right on the harbour
in
side.
Bristol?
Yeah,
That must be super famous then. Like,
very, very
Do
famous.
you know what they
Yeah.
exist? This is different. I know that this isn't what you're. Oh my god. Oh my good god.
Oh my God,
Oh
Eze's
my
on.
giddy giddy god. Oh.
Oh, great defending.
Mate, you're crap.
Eze took too long there. He was dancing in and around the box. He just shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
he was offside anyway. Go on. What's he going to say? Famous pub.
In Shoreditch, they've got things like that. I don't like it because it's done for the gimmick, but you can go and spend time with like cats.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
When they're sat in the window in
Yeah,
the summer,
yeah,
like
yeah.
melting. You're just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's a very weird concept.
Shoreditch High Street, isn't it?
Yeah, you just go in there and like have a coffee and stroke a cat.
Last question, because you guys are the pub connoisseurs, evidently. What would your concept pub be?
Concept.
Yeah, what would your pub be? What's the concept of your pub?
Wow.
Oh, it wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't have one. I think it doesn't need it. What you mean, like in terms of a themed pub?
Yeah,
No, the whole point. No, it should be an organic atmosphere. It
just a
should-
normal pub.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like.
Same with you, Booth. The normal pub.
I think you could not gimmick it, but I think like the cat thing in Bristol. I think you could do something like that. Like,
But that
maybe
would,
a
I
dog
reckon
pub.
that would have been built
Nah,
organically.
dog pubs a bit.
Oh, that was
I
that
reckon it
was
would have been
stray
built
cats.
organically.
Yeah, he did it organically. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it happens,
The one in Shoreditch is a tourist
it's a
thing,
gimmick and therefore
Yeah.
avoidable.
but the one in Bristol's like any stray cat
Yeah,
welcomed
it's
in.
welcome.
Your
Yeah,
thing
it's
would be
lovely.
pints for a £5.
London Pints. Yep. I think it's important to be
I think that's a good name for a pub. Pints for a £5.
under a £5. Under a £5.
That's
yeah,
cold. That's
yeah,
cold.
the fanzine at Chelsea is called Only a Pound, regardless of
Is there any-
inflation.
Is
I
there a
must have
joke
known
in
it.
that?
No, it's just always been a pound. It's just always like Guidry sells it. It's always
Inflation
walking around
proof.
going only a pound, and he's done it forever.
Oh, wow. He must make a lot of money.
Well, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I think
You'd have to
I'd
sell
like
a lot,
to
wouldn't
think
you?
that people buy fanzines. I mean, and I'd like to think that people still spend money on fanzines because they're kind of cultural.
Ooh! Hit the post. What was that? Oh, that's gone. That's
that was
gone.
Poor effort.
Ooh.
City, though, have just hit the post. They really are starting to build the pressure, but it's gone slightly wrong for them because they are mounting the pressure. They are having opportunities, and they aren't taking them. Who did that fall to just at the end there, Booth? It hits the post initially. It doesn't end up. It was an excellent effort.
Slovenia?
The second effort, Savinio, it's a poor attempt, man.
Miles wide.
Trying to curl it into the
Got to
top
bend
corner.
it into the corner.
But
It
you
was
have to-
Savinio.
You know when you've got the defender on the goal line and the goalkeeper scrambling, the very least you do is hit the target in that
Yeah,
situation, don't you? And if the defender makes an incredible clearance, fair enough.
Yeah. Because it could bounce, but your keeper could just parry it straight back to Haaland tapping. But yeah, you got to get it on
can't miss
target.
it wide.
You have to get it on target. You have to get it on
If
target.
City lose this game, wow.
Nah, if City lose this game today, I think you're out of it.
World of
regardless
pain.
of
We're
who
in a world
wins.
of pain.
Regardless of Liverpool lose, Chelsea or Arsenal is going to
9 points. If
You
they win
can't-
their
yeah.
game, it's
deficit is too high, man.
No, they need to. Do you know what? It's not even about the points tally anymore. If Man City go to Palace and lose off the back of the games that they've already lost this season, it doesn't become, but we're only 9 points. It doesn't matter whatever, if other teams were to lose, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're just too vulnerable.
Yeah.
They can lose. They have that terrible run. They beat Forest, they lose to Palace. They could go on another run. Like, they're just too vulnerable.
They're
if they
gettable
lose
now.
today.
Teams are going to have a chance.
Buvey was right when, at the beginning of the game when I was trying to put the pressure on, and I didn't actually believe this, but I said, you need a statement win. Buvey went, no, we don't. We do need a win, but we don't need a statement win. He's right.
Yeah.
They do need a win.
Yeah, of course.
And it doesn't matter if it comes, now, when we were talking about Arsenal, when we were off camera, we were speaking about Arsenal, and I said, I think we all agreed that it was impressive that Arsenal scored 2 goals from a combined distance of about 4 yards against Manchester United. You need to do that now.
Yeah.
You need to do what Arsenal did. Just chuck the ball under the crossbar, hope for the best. Somehow it ends up in the
You
back
would
of the
take
net.
2 corners right now.
Yeah, from 4 yards out.
100%.
not our corners.
Huh?
I'll take your corners.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Oh, yeah,
in
I wouldn't
general,
take
you would
our
take.
corners.
That's what I'm saying. It's good to have in your Arsenal.
No
pun.
way. No
Like,
way.
you need it.
Shocking.
That's what we did against Manchester United. We needed to get the win because Liverpool dropped points. I don't care how we scored. Just make
But
sure.
I'm just trying to get this right. So you spent 600 million quid. You've waited 3 years to win the title. You've kind of
It's not-
been
it's not about
the
me.
underdog.
It's not about Arsenal today.
No, it is a little bit because you've waited
It's
there.
not.
You waited there as the apprentice.
It's about
right?
you.
And you've just not taken the opportunity. This is a generational head loss. Next season,
Rory.
the City side are going to be unbelievable.
Well, it's got nothing to do with my team today. I'm
No,
not
I'm
even
just asking
playing
you as an
today.
Arsenal
he's
fan.
right.
No,
he's
it's not
right. He
right.
is. He's shooting at Arsenal for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm
for
all
no
for
reason.
it.
His head's gone.
No, I'm all for
But
it.
I'm just
Yeah, his
asking you
head's gone.
where are
Your head's gone as well
He
for
wants
even
to have a
believing in
proper-
it.
I mean, I think it's a little bit
It's a
ridiculous and
fucking foul.
unnecessary, but I'm all in favour of it.
Yeah, of course.
He's lost his head. His team are getting beat by
Beaten.
Palace, and he's attacking Arsenal.
Why
I'm
not?
not going to stop that.
But you might as well attack us because that's the only thing you can.
Oh, you coward!
That's a good. That's Mitchell.
No, not
serious
Mitchell
left-
did well, but Savino needs to win the ball
Yeah,
there.
no, yeah,
Mitchell's
yeah.
seasoned, isn't
That
it?
was Bernard, I think.
Seasoned
Savino,
left
no?
back. I'm surprised Mitchell's still at Crystal Palace, man. He could have gone up.
He's a good
bit,
footballer.
Man.
Yeah,
man.
He was
could've
close to
gone-
England, I
I think he
think.
goes to win, yeah. As I was just about to say.
Well, that was the strangest thing of all time, wasn't it? That whole
Bloody
decision.
Kieran Trippier.
Kieran Trippier, Luke Shaw can't even walk. Yeah, that was Bernardo. That
Mitchell
that-
just gives Crystal Palace a solid 7
He's
out
such
of
a
10.
Palace player, isn't he? Mitchell?
Every
He's
game.
such a
bro.
Palace player.
But I think he could go to the next level.
I don't know if he can.
I think he can.
He can't always go to Nathaniel Klein went to the next level. He couldn't quite cut it.
I'm not talking about he could play Champions League ball, but like he could.
But Palace keep coming 10th every season. He's not better than 10th.
Well, he could be playing European football.
Could he?
Yeah, he could be playing at least the conference or Europa League.
I don't.
Come on,
I don't know.
man.
It's harder than you think. That stuff. Maybe in the group stage.
He could play for Brighton.
Yeah, but Brighton aren't that much better than Palace. They're not that much.
Yeah, but they're kicking on.
I don't know.
I could see Mitchell in Aston Villa, 100% with those good players around it. He's not a bad player. He's a good fullback. He doesn't get beaten too often.
Yeah, maybe.
Gets up and
But
down
what
the
I'm
pitch.
saying is, you get there and you don't excite. Like Luca Digne went to Aston Villa, didn't
but he's-
quite excite. It's hot, the
He's a
level's
better defender,
different.
though. I prefer
Mitchell's
Mitchell.
a better
than
defender,
Luka.
yeah. But Luca Digne went for big money. He's ripping up the Premier League at Everton, getting assists every season. He's gone to Aston Villa. He's not.
By anything.
Gerrard, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is Gerrard as well. Yeah, Jesus.
I'm just saying Mitchell. I think he could have progressed more than Crystal Palace. Maybe he's happy there.
Sometimes it's just like you're right where you are.
Yeah, he's happy
Like,
there.
this is his level, I think. But
Yeah, sometimes, not always. In fact, I'd say it's quite rare that I agree with that.
yeah,
But sometimes a player is at a club.
Oh my God, he's messed it. Is that Mateta?
Oh my God, they're taking a mick.
Eze. Oh
block.
my
They're
laying it
God.
off.
What a block.
it's outrageous. Is that Ruben Diaz?
What
Guardiola.
a block.
Or Guardiola, unbelievable. That was
oh,
Ruben
that's
Diaz.
Ruben
Classic
Diaz.
Diaz.
That was a block.
What a
from
block.
him.
Could have
What?
been 2-0 Crystal Palace very
You
easily.
win this game, that block could be a seminal moment of the season. You need to remember that block because they're the kind of things that actually change the season. Why are you not winning this game? Also, I kind of don't. I don't know. Like you've got to win this game, haven't
Yeah, but
you?
why do you want them to?
Because I'm worried that you're going to win the league. If I'm completely
Bro, you're
honest.
there with us. You're above us.
I know, but
Like your team.
you're more likely.
You should be trying to win the league.
I am
Of
trying to
course
win
we're
the- okay,
trying.
him,
Of
yeah.
course we're trying.
Why aren't
to
you
win.
there? You spent £1 billion.
You know why?
Why?
I mean, because we're just
don't know
not
why.
good enough. Well, you can spend money badly. You know about that.
January's coming.
I've seen loads of players like that, right?
January's coming.
Spend money
Rory.
badly, you know.
I don't know really.
Kovacic.
Didn't cost much. That's not
Spend-
examples.
Spending money badly.
You can give me loads of great
I
examples.
don't think that was a
of big money
bad
transfers that have flopped.
signing, Kovacic. I think it was a signing just to tide them over.
Kovacic
Really
has just come in and won the league title in his
Yeah, I
first
don't think
season.
Kovacic
that
was
doesn't.
Did he ever win the league title at Chelsea?
That he won the European Cup.
I'm just asking about the league title. We're doing the Premier League coverage.
Won the European Cup.
Yeah, but it's a Premier League stream. What are we doing? What are we doing? The
He was
Champions League.
integral. You know when Aguero was crying in Portugal?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know about
he was
that?
pretty good in that game. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
very
he was.
integral.
Go on. Yeah.
Got to. He
Oh,
had to.
get in
What
there!
happened?
1-0. Is it in? Why is he not celebrating?
He is. He's looking at the cross. He's acknowledging. It's quite good what he did.
What the hell happened there?
You know, he was acknowledging the quality of the
It came
cross.
out
I
of
think.
nowhere.
He was acknowledging the quality of the cross. It was actually quite a good reaction from Ireland because it was a very good goal, and all he did was look back at the cross. That's a shame, innit? Isn't it a shame?
That's more than a shame.
What a weird. I thought.
That's
Why is he not
offside.
running off?
It's offside. He's 3 yards behind the defender.
What are you on about?
No, look. There we go. Ah!
Oh, shut up, man. If this City side finished with
Keeper
Arsenal,
gets
it's
totally caught
embarrassing,
under that.
man.
Who puts the ball in, Booth?
Great ball.
That was a great cross, though.
Is it Nunes?
Vardio? Nunes.
Nunes, yeah.
He tried one the other minute, didn't he? And it went rosette.
So, Boothie, let me ask you a question, though. What was
Really good cross.
Great cross.
What was more impressive there, the assist or the goal?
The header's harder than the assist. That ball gets whipped in. It's a general area. He has to get his body in the way to generate maximum power, pass the keeper. The keeper's whole job is to stop Haaland. His whole job. There's one guy employed to stop Haaland. That's his whole job.
Yeah, but the assist
The
could be so-
defense, the back four have to stop Savigny. They've got a multitude of tasks. The keeper's one job is to stop Erling Haaland scoring, and he's just scored way harder.
What do you think about that, Rory?
I disagree with every word.
By the way, my point got completely proven right. Tony Hibbert, the worst player in Premier League history for a lot of people, like terrible player. How's he still playing as many games he did for Everton? He got 10 assists, 0 goals.
You didn't follow my account.
I'm not. I'm not.
You said you were going to.
Well, not now. I'm live streaming.
I'm just checking. You haven't followed it.
I'm live.
Follow him, man.
You haven't followed. I'm just suggesting that you
I'll do
didn't.
it at halftime.
You said you were going to follow. Like you
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
lie.
when you say something, how long does it take to do
Oh,
something?
great turn.
What I'm saying is just don't be a liar.
What, you have to do it instantly?
Yeah, otherwise you're lying.
No, I said I will. Will.
No, are you a liar?
No, I said I will.
That's fine.
Will.
Now we know you're a
My
liar.
will is to follow it at some point in my
Your
lifetime.
word is a pie crust. It means nothing. It's easily broken.
That's a good one.
Your word is a pie crust. He said it. He off his own back.
He said, he said, I will
I'll
follow
follow
that.
that account.
I'll follow that account.
I'll follow that account.
No, I didn't say. I didn't say I follow. I said I will follow that.
I
account.
will follow that account. And the implication
There is
was
no
that would
implication
happen.
of time. That could be 2025.
Liar. Lies.
Oh, we're actually coming up
We're
to
going to miss out all the
2025, aren't we?
goals.
Let me see super chat.
6 years ago,
There isn't
2019. You know, 6 years ago, 2019.
Hang on. Oh no, there is one. Sorry, Toby Shepherd. How are you, sir? Rory, what is expressions like when the cameras are off? There's no way you can keep that energy up at all times. Do you know what, Toby? I went to Las Vegas with expressions for the Super Bowl, and I can guarantee you 100% unequivocally, he is exactly the same on and off camera. The man's a genius, a poet. And
Facts.
yes, he is exactly the same on and off
His
camera.
energy is, if anything, is worse off camera.
Yeah, no, he's incredibly
His energy's
he's an
high.
incredible man, brilliant at what he does.
Great guy, man.
Yeah, great company and a genius. Love the man.
I don't know how he comes up with them bars. What was the expression at MC? I need to
funny,
ask.
man.
Was he MC?
I don't know.
Everyone MC'd or
Must be an
DJ'd back in the
MC.
day. He must have MC'd.
He's so good.
He's got too much bars.
He's so funny.
He must have
Crazy,
MC'd. Too much
crazy.
metaphors.
He's
and
also
punchlines.
so professional. You know, when I was in Vegas with him, he went out to a club till God knows what time, right? He's in Vegas. He's, you know, in the Gucci and all that, swanning about the nightclubs. You know, he's like, I went to bed about 10 o'clock with a
With the
cocoa.
LV on.
And he's swanning about with a
Yeah.
load of Louis Vuitton on, right?
Yeah.
We had a shoot the next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I went down to get something to eat about 7:20. There he is. Ready in the queue for Starbucks. We're going on a roller coaster. Totally ready, totally professional, totally on it.
Ready to go.
Yeah, bearing in mind he didn't get in till 4 o'clock in the morning because he was dancing to Wiz Khalifa.
What a good song.
Yeah. No, he's a dream to work with.
Yeah, he's quality guy.
I like it. I like it when it goes wrong for Tottenham. I must admit, one of my guilty pleasures, not so much when they win games, but you know when they lose games. Like he did a video fairly recently about Timo Werner. Did you see it?
What do you say?
Yeah, he said, what didn't he say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very funny about Timo Werner.
He ripped them to shreds. He's talented, man.
Kat says, why so few likes on the stream? Buvey, there's only 200 likes. There's 5,000 people watching and
Oh my
200
God.
likes.
5,000.
Buvey,
They start tuning
single
in
on
when
Buvey.
City. There's any chance of City dropping points. There's interest. to City.
Single on Buvey. Buvey, you got to get 100. You've got to get it to 380 likes.
Guys, do me a favor. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, unbelievable content. But make sure you like the stream, please. We're trying to get to 500 today. 500. It's a fair target. Don't you think, lads?
And literally not one has come. Mate, you're not doing very well.
You haven't refreshed your page.
Alright, put it
You're
on me.
on
Let me
iPhone 1.
Put it on me.
Refresh the page.
I'll get the likes up. Put it on me.
Let's see. Oh, that really
Go on,
worked.
Miles. You got to use your
chat.
signal.
Like the channel right now if you think Buvey is rattled by Arsenal Football Club.
Okay, is Buvey rattled by Arsenal Football
It's
Club?
going
We're
up.
on 485, so it did
That's going
work.
to spike to 600.
Let's see if that goes to 600.
We're on
If it goes
five-
to-
spike.
we're on
if it goes
570
to
now.
600, yeah, you did well. If it goes to 600, you're rattled, mate.
You're rattled.
I want 1,000 now. 1,000 likes now.
It's only going to be 1,000 if you're rattled, mate.
You're
I'm not.
rattled.
Who am I rattled by? By a side that I
just
won the
completely-
Premier League.
Look,
The last
chat,
time they won the Premier League, I was in nappy.
690. You're
Like-
so rattled, mate.
I was
like-
the last time
like-
Arsenal won the Premier League.
Oh my God, you are
Like-
so rattled. Look, you're going to cry. Look, Buvey, you're in tears, man. Single on Buvey.
Single on Buvey.
Why do you care? They're bigger than you as a
Why are you
football club.
why are you
Why
crying?
do you care about Arsenal when they're
You're
way bigger
right.
than you as a football club?
Mate, you're actually
They're bigger
crying.
than you as a football
Oh my
club.
God, these lights are coming in. They're laughing at you, bro.
Buvey, man. I don't know why
It's
you
a
hate us.
nightmare.
Well, our beef's not even with you.
Eric
Never have
Angel
beef
says
with
that
you.
Expressions is a Shakespeare of our time, a national treasure. I agree. Poet.
Sick.
Absolutely agree.
He'll be in. Was it AQA textbooks? Remember the AQA textbook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poetry. They have expressions and they give it a sonnet about.
do you think they'll study,
Cellini says that you're rattled, and he wrote it in capitals.
Did he?
Rattled. Screech says you're rattled. JWC says that you're
Well, I'm
rattled.
going in the chat.
Ronnie says that you're getting it in the neck here.
Chelsea is smaller than Arsenal.
Unlikely to unlike it.
Dislike
because
it
Buvey
before
is
he
so
keeps
rattled.
talking.
Buvey is so rattled. Buvey is a rat.
And he's tall.
Buvey.
Oh, Big Dad's in the chat. Yeah.
Oh god, told you, man. Get the likes up.
Mate, you're
Buvey fan here, Ethan.
What's
What do you mean
Ethan saying?
Buvey fan?
Oh, you
yeah?
said Buvey
Ethan,
fan,
Buvey
Ethan.
with lots of little
Kissing
love
emojis.
eyes. Mate, I've never thought of you as like the sex appeal on this show, but maybe you are.
Why have you never thought of that?
Well, I've never thought that we have any sex appeal on this show. To be fair,
We
But
do. We
maybe
certainly do.
You reckon?
Yeah, it
But
goes up when I
95%
come,
women in our audience.
95 women.
95% women.
No, we
Yeah.
have 95. If we're really lucky, we would have 95 women that subscribe to the channel out of 200,000.
Of course you do.
we do.
fine.
Don't. We literally don't.
Yes, we
there
do.
will be no women watching this.
Well, we had Neve on the show. No, I'm not talking about the time she mugged you on. In the Euros, she came on the show. That would have brought a lot of female.
Yeah,
yeah, but they're not
attention.
watching us, man.
They do, man.
They
I've
were.
got a few female people that said they
Buvey's
Is
left
it?
tit.
Yeah.
Who?
There's a few. Come on, this is the best looking guy on YouTube. So
Buvey?
it's gonna me.
Oh, you.
That's his brand thing. You can't say that.
It's gonna spike.
That's his brand name. That's his YouTube channel.
It's gonna spike. So
Buvey is a sex god.
oh my god.
Who's put that in?
It's been put in by Cox Saliba.
Oh, why read that out?
Buvey's a
Cox
sex-
Why read that? No, his name. Why read his name out?
You asked me who put that in.
I'm a Buvey fan. Weiler. Buvey is the. Oh, yeah.
Buvey sounds like the English Donald Trump.
What?
Anyone seen the video? Oh no, that's
Can you imagine Buvey being our president?
Buvey makes me rock. I'm not gonna say that.
And I ain't gonna say prime minister. I'm saying president.
BBL Buvey.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Buvey
BBL,
is
get
my
BBL
inspiration.
in the chat.
Buvey makes me rock hard.
Oh my god. What, are you reading? Is this?
Yeah.
Keep typing it in and like. If you're gonna comment, like the stream and subscribe.
Buvey, you are rattled. Buvey, you look like Max Kilman.
I'll take that. He's a multi-millionaire footballer in the prime of his life
BBL Buvey.
with abs.
BBL Buvey.
I'm a female, but so I. Okay, fine.
Ben Plaster, hi Rory. Finally.
Paige, shout out to Paige.
Whose page?
Read the comment.
I told her to
I
get
can't
it.
find it.
Shout out Paige, man. Told you.
You've got so many comments in here.
Buvey built like an Easter Island statue. Where's that?
Jesus.
Where's that?
I don't know what that is.
You know what they are. You know what an Easter Island statue is.
No.
Remember they found the statues on the island. They had to dig under the mud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I got a big forehead.
Buvey can rail me.
Jesus. Rory,
Rory,
show me that.
for God's sake.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Say it back to yourself.
Oh, Rory, you're a child, man.
Buvey can I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
Buvey the boomer. I'm not a
See?
boomer.
it. I didn't say.
I must be Gen X.
Oh yeah, I see it. I've
You see it?
seen it. I saw
Yeah.
it. That's crazy. We going to
Buvey, do you want to
The
rail this
Minister
person?
Buvey.
Buvey, do you want to rail where's
No,
it
he
gone?
doesn't.
Kieran.
What?
Buvey, do you want that's what it says.
Rory is a short king.
Short King. Is that a thing?
Buvey's stroke game is elite.
Buvey stroke game.
Buvey, stop.
What's stroke game?
Rory.
You're a child, man. You're
Rory, what's
actually a
going
child.
on? It's 2024.
Stroke game?
What do you think that means?
Never really thought about it.
There are some women watching from Adele. So let's stop this chat because there's some women watching. Adele's just said there are some women watching. Okay? So let's stop the chat because this is crude.
Rory's a short king.
Yeah, you are a short king. Well, you're short. I don't like the second bit.
Like chick king.
Buvey is a goth.
Yeah, he's a bit of a goth, a Marcus just gothic.
I don't know about
Come on then, City. Come on. Come on. Get it in the box.
No. Come on, Palace.
God. It's a hard game, Palace.
All right, this chat's gone crazy.
I'm mad.
It's gone mad. But we got 978 likes though.
Okay, we nearly hit the 1,000. Well done.
Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, please. And I'm sorry for Rory's chat in the last few minutes. It's really
I'm really sorry for Buvey.
unbelievable.
Oh, who's that? Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, heavy touch. Go on, Mateta. Get it out your foot. Don't. That's a foul, ref. Well done.
Rory eats crayons.
Come on, Palace. Come on, Eagles. How they call the Eagles? Huh?
Robbie Kelly is on my other Instagram account here from the Rory stream. Thank you, Robbie. Why sad BJ?
Miles
I'm
at the
watching
Diddy
the
party.
stream. Chelsea stuck.
Miles
Rory,
what?
Chelsea suck. Chelsea suck. Chelsea suck. Rory, Chelsea suck. He's just doing this on
Do you
my
see
pub
Love
pictures.
Hearts now? Do you see Love Hearts now?
Let me see.
I'm pressing a load of Love Hearts.
Yeah, I'm seeing Love Heart.
Yeah, that's me.
That's cool. How do you do them? I want to do them.
You just do the emotion thing there. Look. That's madness.
Okay,
I wonder
can you
if it's...
see? Can you see party poppers?
Yeah.
That's me,
yeah.
boy.
What are you? What's going on?
Hang on. Can you see the number 100? Ready?
Yeah.
That? Can you see it?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Can you see the 100?
That's you.
That's me,
Isn't that
baby.
madness? Isn't that mad? It's funny how it works, isn't it, the
Hey,
internet?
it's so good, man.
Oh, Miles is a legend. Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're losing watchers, guys. Let's just talk about the football. It's nearly half time. Palace 1-0. They've been good, Palace. Glasgow's picked things up. I think there are certain people around this table that suggest he should be sacked, which I find crazy.
Who's that?
It's not you, just for certain people. I don't.
No, who's he talking about getting sacked to?
Glasgow getting sacked, and
No.
he's turned it around.
Yeah,
They
he's
look like
turned it
a
more
much
than
better
around.
side.
Man. Crystal Palace look way better. They're way more fluid,
Yeah.
playing way better football. They're getting results. They went to Tottenham and got a result.
Yeah, Tottenham.
Guy.
What's he saying?
He said Chelsea. This is on the pub account.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have said it. So it's a little private thing for your enjoyment.
I like the pub
Go on then,
account.
go on then.
I kind of expected people to not just bring their
Go, Savinho.
football
Savinho.
hatred.
Oh, that's not a corner, Savinho. Stop crying, man. Buvey, what's your take on Savinho this season? Do you think it's a bit underwhelming? Do you think he should step up a bit more?
He's a young kid, come in, brand new winger. I like it a lot. I like the deal a lot.
But he was
He's not scored a goal yet.
in La Liga's team of the season last year, though, and he's not looking like that kind of player this year. I'm not saying
think
he's
it
not good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's very good. I just feel like Pep Guardiola needs to unleash him a bit more, though.
I think it means that La Liga's a little bit underneath the Premier League, in my opinion. With all due
Got a
respect.
plan. Right. I need you to follow London Pints under a fiver now
What's going on?
because I need to offset some hatred. London Pints under a fiver on
you got
Instagram.
to just block him on the thing. Just block him on the thing.
No, but he's being.
There's a Chelsea fan slagging off Roy on his private account. Well, maybe he's not a Chelsea fan.
He wants the balance to be restored. Oh, good. Come on,
Right,
Crystal
come on,
Palace.
Palace.
Probably an Arsenal fan.
Come on, Palace.
Come on. Here we go.
Come on,
Here we
Lou.
go.
Oh,
give
he's
it.
Oh,
De Bruyne.
Dear. Oh, dear.
He's going to cross it back
It's
in.
a great.
I knew De Bruyne was going to cross it back in straight away.
You know, a couple of years ago, he hits that first time, you know.
yeah.
What, whips it, though?
No, he
So he's
shoots.
fine to
what,
shoot.
shoots?
Yeah,
fine
he
to shoot,
shoots.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Takes
yeah,
a touch and shoots, yeah.
He
Do you
shoots.
think?
Oh, yeah,
do you feel like
100%.
it's really coming to the end for De Bruyne, or do you think he can still have a major impact on
This year he can, for sure.
This season he
I
can
believe
still have
it.
an
I
impact.
believe it can. Next year we can debate.
Yeah, next year I think.
But
Man
what,
City-
this season, De Bruyne can
Yeah.
win you the league?
Oh, yeah.
But it's down to Pep about how many times you play him. When do you play him?
Well, the trouble is you have to play... Like, really, Palace away
Yeah.
is a game you shouldn't be playing in when you've got Juventus in the Champions League.
No, don't shoot. Don't
I
shoot.
don't mind getting knocked out of that.
What? The Champions League?
No, I mean, well, not knocked out. I mean, like,
What? This
Not-
early
You,
on?
you only need to finish in the top
you
half,
have to have a
don't you?
couple more draws. Our final 3 games are really easy in the Champions League.
Do you think you make
really
it through regardless then? You're not too worried
Oh,
about
yeah,
the
I'm
Juve
not worried about. That's what I'm saying. It's like Juve is. I don't mind where he
No,
comes.
Juve
in
are
that.
rubbish.
The trouble is, it's just another defeat, isn't it?
'Cause
Like, it's-
ultimately,
in,
yeah,
in a
if you're not
vacuum, it
good
doesn't
enough-
matter, but you can't just have another defeat.
No, I know you're right about that, but
Juve are rubbish, man. They have had a
like,
good
do
season.
you know what happens here? If you're rubbish in the Champions League,
they're
you're
rubbish in
rubbish.
the
You're not going to win it. So it doesn't
So
matter.
you might as well go out.
There might be a thousand
Yeah.
sides in it. It all comes down to quarterfinals, semi-finals. If we're going to lose to Real Madrid, we're not good enough to beat Real Madrid at the moment anyway. So why are we worried about?
Do you know what?
Juve?
The Champions League this year, do you think the Champions League genuinely could be for Arsenal this year? Like, I know I've always been very sneery about Arsenal in Europe. Very different in the Premier League, very different in the FA Cup. But in the European Cup, they're not a force. Do you think that this season Manchester City are off the boil, Real Madrid are off the boil? Is there a world where Arsenal could actually do something in the Champions League?
They'd be one of the, with all due respect, one of the worst sides to ever win it in the last 20 years. With all due respect.
I love how you frame it. It's so funny.
I'm saying that because...
I mean this with all due respect. I thought you were going to say something like respectful.
No, but you know the Liverpool side that won it, right? Or any
I think
side.
the worst team, respectfully, to win it in the last couple of years was the Chelsea team. That won.
I think the Liverpool team, Smitzer and all them.
Nah, that Chelsea team that won it recently is not a great team. Mason Mount, Kai Havertz.
Oh, the more recent one.
Yeah,
right.
I don't
That
count
team
that
was a
in
bad
the same
team.
way because it was that weird COVID period.
Yeah,
of
that's
time.
a bad team.
But the reason what was very impressive about that run, we didn't concede any goals, man.
Yeah, it's impressive.
good.
It was an impressive, like we were worthy
Defensively-
winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Whereas,
course you were. Of course. I'm not saying that, by
yeah.
the way, but I'm saying it's in the sense that, COVID was a little bit different.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and
I don't think
that's why I wouldn't have won the
all
Champions
those
League last
games
season.
were played in a
Yeah,
weird
like-
spot, weren't they?
If we win this
But
Champions League,
what I say about Arsenal, is, with all due respect, is that Liverpool had a spine, a world-class keeper, world-class centre back,
great players.
Mane, Firmino, Salah, Fabinho.
it's the worst final ever.
You're
bro.
nowhere near. Yeah, it doesn't matter about
You don't have to be
entertainment
nowhere near it to win the Champions League in the league. You don't need to be nowhere near it.
Yeah,
What
of
do you
course,
think
of
bad
course, yeah,
teams
but
win
I
it?
think Arsenal
I don't
this
think Arsenal's
season
a
in the
bad team.
Champions League
It'd be Porto levels.
could they actually do it though? Do you see a world where this Arsenal team? You look at their set pieces, how that's going to go down in Europe. Is there a world where Arsenal in Europe?
rattled.
You don't think so?
It gets so hard. You have to score big goals. You need your big strikers,
But
Drogba's and Rooney's. They got Havertz up front
Do you
still.
know, over the years, though, Booth, over the years, and you would have been right, you and I would have been in total agreement about this. Say 4 years ago, Bayern Munich drew Arsenal in the Champions League. We would have just gone, Bayern Munich beat them home and away. Bayern Munich will win in the Emirates, Bayern Munich will win in the Allianz, and that's the end of that. Say Bayern Munich were to get Arsenal this season. Do you
No.
think that
Bayern will
Arteta...
win.
Do you think so?
Of course,
So
Harry
you
Kane
don't
up
think that
front.
Arteta could find a way past Vincent
No.
Kompany?
100% I think he can. Because the way
You
they
lost
beat us,
last season to Bayern
yeah,
Munich.
but it was marginal. They got a penalty and they beat us 1-0.
Honestly, I'm not saying this to
Before,
wind you
the
up.
level
Swear on my
was
life,
10-2.
it never felt marginal. It always felt it felt inevitable they're going to beat you.
It was 50-50.
No, it wasn't though, was
Of course it was.
No, it wasn't.
The game was in the balance. They never blew us away.
You know the Chelsea City final? What was it? 1-0. That's a marginal scoreline.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah, but
City ever in the
two
final?
legs though. You're
Was
talking
City
about two legs.
It always
Yeah, but- okay,
felt,
it's just an example.
It
You
always
can-
felt quite comfortable.
It never felt like we were in the game.
No,
we had
it
one
always
chance
felt
off the
quite
bar, I think it
comfortable,
was, or Foden.
Something right at the end as well. There was an amazing block. Was it Rudiger made an amazing block?
Yeah, it was Rudiger on Phil Foden.
Yeah.
But it never felt we had we had 20 chances, we
It's
should
close.
be 5-0 up. Never felt
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that.
You were never close to beating Bayern Munich.
Of course we was.
You
We was
weren't-
close
you
to beating them.
weren't.
What was the score? It was 2-2 at the Emirates.
2-2.
I remember.
And they beat us 1-0 at their
1-0
ground.
away.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
close.
But
It's one
No,
game.
but at
Oh,
their
goal,
ground, I remember
sorry.
watching the game. At their ground, it never felt like you were going to win. It was a big game to go away
You
to
would have had
Germany.
to go to the
crunch
go to the
time,
Allianz and win.
you just kind of they softly just brushed you aside. Little old
Yeah,
Arsenal.
brush us aside.
A few years before they beat you 10-2.
Do you remember that comment? The
That's a
guy-
different
It was
time,
actually Joel Bayer. Do you remember the comment outside the stadium that night when they were asking the German fans, what do you think of Arsenal? And do you remember the guy went? I think Joel Bayer went to the guy. We're Arsenal are a big club, and the guy went, yeah, in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Joe Bayer
Arsenal-
asking that's a stupid question to ask. I don't
Why?
care about what these German guys.
What,
these
Joel
German
Bayer
fans
asking
thinking.
stupid questions?
That's
That's
a
not like him.
is Arsenal a big club? I don't care. I'm not asking these German
Why
fans.
are you
about-
slagging off Joel Bayer? He's an Arsenal fan
That's
like
a silly
you.
question to ask because obviously he set himself up to get a silly
I've known
answer.
Joel Bayer for 8 years. He's never asked. He's been all.
Joel, that was a
always,
silly. Joel, let me
he's
look
asked
down
the
the
most
lens. That was a
incredibly
silly question to
exciting
ask.
questions I've ever
Don't
heard in
ask
my life.
any rival fans or any other
No, yeah.
fans what you think about Arsenal or think about the team that they're about to play. Why? Who cares their opinion? We're going to war with them. Yeah, Arsenal's a nice club.
This is after you got beat.
Why is he going to say that? even worse.
The war was over.
Even worse.
This is.
If I lose a game, Rory, to Chelsea or Man City, I'm not going to none of your fan bases saying, what do you
What
think?
do you think of Arsenal?
Yeah, but Joel
Who cares
Bayer's a
about
content creator.
Who cares? I'm just
He's a
saying.
content creator. He's
And
achieved
going back
loads
to your
in
point,
space.
Rory, I do think that Arsenal is one of the big teams, one of the bigger teams in the Champions League right now. I don't think we're ready to win it. But if somebody draws Arsenal, they're not thinking about Arsenal from 10 years ago. They're thinking, okay, this is a tricky game now. 100%. Because when was the last time you've even beaten us at the Emirates? Liverpool hasn't beaten us in a
but
long
the
time.
point
And they're
is,
one of the best
We
teams
haven't
in it.
beat you for 3 years.
Yeah, and the Premier League teams are better than most teams in Europe.
You know, Real Madrid are rubbish right now. Mbappe's not clicking. But respectfully, let's just say Real Madrid plays you tomorrow in the quarterfinal. They beat you home and away.
That's not a given, though. How do you know?
It's just the way
How do you
things
know?
work. It's just the way things. It's just the Arsenal way is bottling it.
Why?
in the knockouts of the Champions League.
I
That's the
don't
whole-
even necessarily disagree with you when you said Real Madrid. Bayern Munich, I think I could see a world where Arteta gets one over on company. Real Madrid, the allure of Real Madrid. I kind of think you're right. But explain, it's like why? Why do you know that Carlo Ancelotti's team that are limping around the Champions League at the moment, why do you know that they are going to beat
I think
Arsenal
it's similar to England. England have got world-class players and you just can't get over the line. I think this Arsenal side have got this kind of jinx in European competition. They've never won the European Cup. And I just
the same. You was in the same position though, for years. You lost to Dortmund, you lost to Lyon, you lost to so many teams.
And it took a lot to get over the line,
and
mate.
we're going through that progression now.
I don't think you got enough to get over the line. For City to get over the line to win the first European Cup in the club's history, Rodri is considered the best player in the world now. De Bruyne is one of the best of all time in his position. One of the best. You're talking Ederson is outrageously good. Haaland scored 50 goals that season. You're nowhere near any of those. You got no players that are anywhere near Rodri. Odegaard is in there for sure. Saka's close, definitely. But Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Carl Walker, Akanji, you're nowhere near these guys.
But you're comparing us, that's fine. I agree with some of the things you're saying, not everything but some. You're comparing us to that City team. I can compare my Arsenal team now to the Chelsea team that won it. Because I still think that the Arsenal team now is better than the Chelsea team that won the Champions League.
But the second time they won it, they lived off the back that they're already European champions. There's no hurdle.
They still won it.
It was a shot to nothing. And they play a back five. None of the Chelsea fans cared they were playing a back five. It was just about winning.
But we've got some of the best players around in the
What I'm saying,
Premier
you should
League
be winning it. But there's a weird thing around your club. You've never won it.
Yeah, but you've never won it until you've won it. You never won it. That's the point I'm making.
But you've been in European Cups for 50 odd years, 40 years. You've never won it for 40 years, 50 years.
Records are made to be broken. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I think Arsenal's got a good chance of being in and around the mix.
Your top 10 favourites for sure to win it.
100%, more than top 10. I'd say probably like top 6.
Yeah, there aren't 10 teams ahead of Arsenal.
No, I said top 10, so 9.
No, I know you said top 10, but they're not top 10 because they're a lot closer than top 10.
Top 10.
Juve, Dortmund.
No,
we're better than
Juve.
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 We smash up Juve. We
Arsenal
smash up
beat
Juve.
Atletico.
We beat Atletico Madrid.
Atletico.
Over two legs, I think we beat Atletico Madrid. Get out of here.
They got European Cup.
So
that matters. There's no pressure on them.
Do you think you beat Emery if you came up against Emery
in the Champions League?
Yeah, that's his home territory. That's not your home territory.
100%.
No, European football is
100%. I don't care what it is. I don't care. This ain't the Premier League.
They winning the Premier League last year.
It's a different aura now when it comes to the Champions League. Champions League's night. This is a big night.
He's the European.
I don't care. This is Arsenal Football Club. When you look at it versus Aston Villa,
yeah, they're European.
I don't care.
I'm not so sure, man.
I don't care. We beat them over 2 legs.
Across 2 legs.
Like you get Villa in the semi-final. You got
over 2 legs.
I think
you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh.
Let me ask the audience, but also while you're at it, if you want the chance to win £100 at Classic Football shirts, make sure you fill out this survey. There's a link somewhere down in the description. It'd be very, very helpful to us and back in the channel. So make sure you click the link somewhere down in the description and just fill out a very, very short survey. You'd be helping out the club massively. And £100 at Classic Football shirts available to you.
Feels quite split. I'd say more people slightly are believing Miles.
If everyone's fit, No weird injuries. Yeah. Everyone's fit.
So Arsenal have a full squad. Villa have a
semi-final tomorrow.
Squad. Yeah. So Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
First game at the Emirates. What's the scoreline? First game at the Emirates.
2-0
Arsenal have to win.
1-0.
Arsenal have to win.
2-0.
1-1.
1-1.
Then they beat you 3-0 at theirs.
You're having a laugh. Gabriel Saliba there.
Yeah.
Gabriel Saliba, Ben White, and Timber.
Ben White's your second choice.
No, you said everybody's fit. You said everybody's fit. Everyone's fit. So it'll be Ben White right back, Timber left back.
Yeah.
And then we got Thomas Partey in the 6, Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Saka.
Martinelli, Onana against those lot. I'd fancy Onana, John McGinn.
We went to their ground this season.
But anyway, we've all agreed. 2 out of 3 of us have agreed, so it's a constitutional
thing. No, he agrees with me. That's why he's smiling.
Villa, Juve, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid.
But none of them are better than us.
Man
none
City,
of them,
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Who else?
So realistically, okay, let's do this. The teams that would be ahead of Arsenal to win the Champions League. It's definitely Real Madrid. It's definitely Liverpool.
Yep.
Definitely Man City.
Yep. That's free. That's free. I'm giving you.
Definitely Man City.
Atletico Madrid.
I put Bayern Munich in there because of their heritage.
Bayern 4.
Bayern if you want, but I think Bayern is on a knife edge because it's company.
Yeah, but because of their form.
Atletico Madrid.
They're top of the league, aren't they? Kane against Arsenal. He's going to score in here.
And the 5th one, I'll give the wild card, if anything, I would say Barcelona right now.
Barcelona beat you.
That's Barcelona. But anyone after that,
that's 6.
That's 5.
That's 5 teams.
That's 5 teams.
So I need 4 that I can genuinely back.
Yeah.
Inter Milan beat you.
No.
Yes.
Even though they beat us already this season, but it was a rubbish. It was a rubbish.
I don't even know that. So you give me some.
No, it was a rubbish penalty.
Inter Milan beat you already this
It was a
season.
rubbish penalty. It wasn't even a penalty.
Never give me free ammunition like that. That
No,
was
you
a,
can
that
take
was
your
a shot to
ammunition. I'm
nothing.
telling you.
Inter Milan beat you now. I knew that as well. It was the back of my head.
I give you
Inter Milan
that.
beat you.
No, I give you that.
I love that. Because
No, I
he
give him
went,
that.
Inter Milan would beat you, but he thought he was doing it hypothetically. And you went, look, they have beaten us already this season. His eyes lit up.
Sporting
Inter Milan beat you.
Sporting Lisbon will beat you.
No.
What do you mean? No, they beat you 4-0. They smashed you up.
Excuse me.
Sporting Lisbon then.
Excuse me. Inter Milan.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Inter Milan beat you. That's my personal opinion. They've won the league in the last 5 years. You haven't in 20 years. They're top. They got to the Champions League final.
So Sporting Lisbon.
More recently, no, not Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon, they've won the
Lisbon
league.
not been to the
They've won
Champions League
the league.
final. Lisbon haven't been to the
They've won
Champions
the
League final. All right, so we're doing Inter Milan, AC Milan,
No way.
Aston Villa, and Atletico Madrid.
So we're ninth there.
I said top 10.
Yeah, so we're the ninth. So we're the 10th team.
9th or 10th. Yeah, 10th.
You're having a laugh.
Why?
You're having a laugh.
Atletico Madrid have been to a Champions League final more recently.
I don't
than you.
care, I don't
Inter
care.
Milan, AC Milan are they got 7 titles.
If you got City, Guardiola, like you had a very good result away at City, you know, ultimately probably deserved to win. If you were to get Man City in the Champions League semi-final,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you have a chance?
Yeah, over
Do
two
you think you
legs.
could beat them?
Yeah, of course. I think
Would
we
you
could
be
beat them.
scared of Arsenal?
No.
It's not about them being scared.
In the
It's
league,
done a
they could
previous
do a
result.
job on us. They have in the last couple of years. Don't get me wrong. In the Champions League, they wouldn't have a Scooby.
Of course we would. It's the same thing. It's the
They
same
wouldn't
game.
have a Scooby.
Of course we would. It's the same thing. We went to their ground last season. It was 0-0. We beat them at the Emirates 1-0. That's Arsenal.
yeah.
This season, you just about struggled with 10 men.
What you're like in the
2-2.
Champions League is that annoying little
This
brother
season, we
that
still
does
got to play
that.
them in Emirates.
You know the little brother that
We
does
still
that.
got to play them in the
It's
Emirates this
there's-
season.
There's a scene in The Simpsons. The little brother
Love
does
it.
that. He's
I
like,
love it.
and then the big brother just holds the kid's forehead.
Chat,
away
let's
like
get
that.
to our-
Bayern
let's
Munich
get-
just grabs your forehead and push you away like that. Just fuck off like that. That's what they did. Just
Chat, let me see. Let me check. Let me see. Chat, we are on how
You're
many
a
likes?
bobby little small
Let's
club,
get to
and you're not even the
1,000
biggest club in London.
Let's get to 1,500 likes, and you know why?
Because Buvey is rattled.
He's rattled.
I'll give you 10 names.
He's rattled.
Do you know what? Weirdly, Buvey started and I think he went really big with the suggestion, Arsenal are 10 clubs away or whatever. By the end...
Oh, here we go.
by
Here
the
comes the
end-
Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea support.
By the end...
I'm looking at the table now because I can find more as well.
Here we go. Oh, let's look
You
at the
should have done this.
Let's have a look
I'll
at the
do it.
Champions League
No, you
table.
don't do it.
No, I'll
We
have a
can't
look
both
at
be on our
with you.
phones, Miles. Bit of professionalism. You
I'll have a
see our
look with-
table.
Don't worry.
I'll read some out.
Let's both hold hands. Come on,
Let's have a look.
You two are
Right.
hilarious.
What about? I'm going to throw you a name. Just say yes or no.
What? So the
PSG.
question is, do Arsenal beat this club?
PSG.
They would beat
Do you
PSG
think?
in the semi-final. Yeah, they would beat PSG.
She's rubbish, man. We beat them
Okay,
already.
fine.
already.
I'll
We
give
beat
you that.
PSG already this
I'll
season.
give you that. I'll give you that. Fine.
fair
Not Inter Milan though. What about?
There's no more. There's no more. You did well.
Bayer Leverkusen.
No.
Yeah, you're
No.
struggling.
do you
now.
not think the
We smashed
Neverkusen...
them up pre-season.
Dortmund, by
They
the way,
beat them pre-season.
you were very, very rude about the yellow wall. They're above you in the table,
Who cares about Dortmund?
and they got to the Champions League final more recently than you. The last 20
Arsenal
years.
beat Dortmund.
We beat Dortmund over
Dortmund
2
have been to
legs.
2 Champions League finals. They got
Bro,
European.
do you know who the players we
heritage.
have? Do you know players we have?
They got unbelievable players. That
Okay.
young English kid, unbelievable kid. Barcelona beat you. We've said that.
That'll be a
Right?
good game. That'll be a good game.
Barcelona is a fair shout.
That's a good.
Where
game.
are you in the table? I can't even find you.
Arsenal 7th.
You're below Atalanta. They got European pedigree.
Mate, Atalanta were really good against them. They got lucky against Atalanta.
Atalanta would beat
missed
you.
the penalty. I
Oh,
think.
1 second.
Atalanta would beat you.
Can I go now? Can I go?
For
We're
what?
talking about below Atalanta. 1 second. Do you know who's above Man City? Monaco, Villa, Sporting Lisbon, Brest.
Brest.
Brest is above
But
City.
you're below Brest.
They're below bit Lille, Bayern Munich, Benfica,
But you
Atletico
can't
Madrid,
qualify.
AC Milan.
Okay.
No,
You're
AC Milan.
17th, my friend.
Yeah.
You're 17th in this Champions League running.
So what about Real Madrid then? Give me your opinion on that because we're above them.
Okay. I don't care.
Now you don't care.
We'll
now
beat
you
Real
don't
Madrid.
care.
I said we'll beat Real Madrid. I think we should
Interesting.
beat
No,
No,
you don't beat Real Madrid. It doesn't matter how bad
you don't
Real
beat Real
Madrid
Madrid.
look.
You
No,
beat
no.
Real Madrid.
Mate, I don't
We'll
even
give it a
think.
go. We'll
I
give it
don't
a
even
go.
think.
Kai
I
Havertz
don't
up
even think
front.
Man City beat Real Madrid. I
We'll
don't
give it
even
a
think
go.
Liverpool beat Real Madrid. I mean, Liverpool can.
we won't beat Real Madrid.
But in a semi-final, you've just always got to think
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
Madrid, haven't you? Like,
We'll give it a go, though. We'll give it a go.
yeah, Real Madrid.
You always give it a go. You've been doing it for 104 years. You never won the European title.
Well, speaking of giving it a go, what's going to be the score on Man City versus Crystal Palace? Because
It's going to
Unity
finish.
give it a
It's
go.
going to finish 1-1. Do you think that Liverpool? Let's like explore Liverpool Everton. Right, Liverpool Everton is off. From a Liverpool perspective for the title race, good news, bad news, insignificant news. Like, what do you think? Like overall for Liverpool, is it bad news? And from say Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea's perspective,
Is it?
is it good news?
Shall I give it from
What do you
Arsenal
reckon?
perspective?
What do you reckon? Yeah.
Okay, what I reckon. Obviously, we would love to see them play today because they could have lost. They could have lost Everton. It's their last game at the Goodison Park, so we like to think that Everton was going to give a good account of it. But them being postponed today, from a rival's perspective, I think it could be a good thing because they're going to have a fixture later on in the year, in the middle of, I don't know, it could be a Champions League game, and then they could have Chelsea the next following week. And in between those two fixtures, they've got Everton. So now, what do? Did they rotate the Champions League game? Did they rotate for Chelsea? They still got to play Everton. It's the game in hand. Me personally, I like points on the board. This game in hand stuff, it looks good. It sounds good if you're 10, 15 points ahead and you've got a game in hand. But if Man City win today, Arsenal win against Fulham, Chelsea beat Tottenham, we're 4 points behind them. They're 7 points behind them. So now they're psychologically looking at the table thinking, oh my God, we had a 9-point gap, 11-point gap potentially, and it's gone down to 5. 4 and 5. Yeah. 4 and 7, sorry. Where's that come from?
So overall then, do you think it's bad news for Liverpool?
I think it is. I think you want to, obviously they just came back off a bad result. Momentum. You want to just get back into winning ways. They want to rectify it. Beat Everton. Okay, they go back on top. The pressure's on you guys now. Especially 12:30 kickoff. Pressure's on Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. You guys catch us. Yeah. But now we've got the chance to catch them. Obviously later on in the year they can make up the points. But if you're looking at it from a standpoint of just looking at the pure table and you see the gap decline, psychologically, you think to yourself, we can catch Liverpool. Now the pressure's on them. They have to win that game in hand.
Yeah.
Where if they would have had the game in hand on us because they would have won early.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Can I suggest, and I probably overall agree with you, that this is bad news for Liverpool. But Liverpool have played a lot of very difficult fixtures in the last 10 days. They've played Real Madrid. They've played Manchester City. They've had a very difficult game away at Newcastle. It didn't go their way. They were then going to follow all of those difficult games up with a game at Goodison Park, which is intimidating. It's a difficult game for them. Circumstances of that game will always be tough. Is there a world in which, yes, they're going to have fixture congestion, but today, Luis Diaz has got his feet up?
Yeah.
Is there a world where maybe having that Everton game, when it isn't surrounded by, when will it be? Say it's next week. Liverpool have already qualified for the Champions League, haven't they?
Yeah, more than likely.
So I think they need a point. Yeah. So they might be able to rest players in that game, which will mean that you haven't had to go to Newcastle, have a really tough game against Newcastle. Man City, even though it was one-way traffic, still Man City, still one of your hardest games of the season.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid, again, one-way traffic, but it's Real Madrid, one of your hardest games of the season. Could it be good news?
Yeah, and that's like I said. I just gave that point from a rival's perspective. Now you've just given it a good point from a Liverpool fan perspective. So yeah, it could be good for news for them. Obviously, they're going to have a rest. They're going to have a couple of days rest, and all of us are still playing these games, these congested fixtures. But I don't know. Either way, you still got to play your games. You still got to get your points on the board. So regardless of when you play them or when you don't play Everton. Yeah. The question
I asked Miles then, Booth, when you were just out, I just said, overall, Liverpool having a fixture postponed thanks to Storm Dara.
Yeah.
The world seems to be seeing it as bad news for Liverpool. They needed to win. They needed to win games. They needed to get back to winning ways off the back of what happened at St. James's Park. They didn't want this fixture suspended. And I think that's probably how the club are feeling. Overall, do you think it's good news for Man City and your aspirations to win the league that Liverpool are down a fixture?
It's bad news for Liverpool if City win this game convincingly, which isn't happening. And if Arsenal win their game, which we don't know about Fulham, we don't know.
So what, you think it's good news? So say
Liverpool have won. If Arsenal City don't pick up maximum points, including Chelsea, I don't know about Chelsea this weekend as well, then it's obviously it's massive for Liverpool in a good way. But if all the other sides around them win, Liverpool don't play, they lose momentum, in my opinion. And there's a little bit of pressure put on them. But at the moment, they're winning because City aren't doing anything at the moment. Do you know what I mean? If we were 4-0 up, it puts massive pressure on Liverpool. Yeah. And that game gets rescheduled. I don't think it'll be next week, will it? It'll be in some weird... They could go from an FA Cup semi-final to Everton midweek. They could go from that to a Champions League quarter-final. Do you know what I mean? It just goes on and on.
Yeah, so in a way, what you're saying is, though, it could be good news for Liverpool. Liverpool could end up winning this weekend.
Because of our
if Man City don't win... And
we talked about it pre-stream. This is a great result for City. We can now see go at the table, put maximum pressure. It's only a number. They'll have an extra game to play, but it puts that number, it makes it smaller. We can't even make the number smaller, Roars.
Yeah. Well, it becomes smaller as things stand. It becomes smaller with a draw.
By 1 point.
Yeah, but it's not...
Yeah, you got to capitalise.
It's not enough.
Yeah, I think I agree with you as well, Miles. You know when you said points on the board rather than games in hand?
100%.
You want that. The thing is, though, Liverpool, without playing, Arne Slot with his feet up at home in his pipe and slippers... he could be having the best weekend out of any manager.
Yeah, and he
If
can
you don't
rest
win,
and rotate players.
if you don't win, he's won this weekend without kicking a ball.
The only way it's bad is if the Everton game comes along when it's rescheduled and they're missing Gravenberch because of an injury, Van Dijk, Trent, whatever it is.
Or it comes like
At the moment, they're
I'm
all fully
saying that
fit.
it could be next week. You know, if it ends up being pushed right into next year, they could end up playing a Champions League quarter-final on the Tuesday and going to Goodison Park on the
Exactly,
Saturday.
and that's the issue.
That's the
And if City won 4-0, it puts a little bit of
Also,
pressure on that.
do you know what
It's
else?
not
If it
even
gets
happening.
knocked into that point of the season, it might get to the stage where Everton need to beat Liverpool in order to stay up. You know, if it gets knocked right back.
And Everton are rubbish right now, aren't they? Really? You know?
Yeah. No, but Everton, in fairness,
might improve.
Everton just won a massive
4-0.
game.
Oh, the
So
Wolves game, yeah.
Everton
Yeah,
were
yeah,
going
of course,
into
yeah.
this game slightly upbeat.
But regardless of Everton's form,
But
whenever
still,
they do
yeah.
play Liverpool, I think obviously because it's their last game at the Goodison against Liverpool, I think they're going to make a good point of it, man. They're going to actually go for the win or try get a result from Liverpool. They don't want to leave their stadium against Liverpool, their rivals, with a bad taste in their mouth. So
Liverpool
gonna be a
winning though,
tough
because
game
we're
regardless.
discussing it. Like we're discussing these marginal things, like will City get close the gap of points for a few weeks and put pressure on Liverpool? It's just like these marginal things. Like Liverpool, the real winners. They got all the points, all the form, the best players. They're beating everyone. They're putting. What have they done? They've put 6 goals past Ancelotti, Guardiola, and who's the other one?
They beat who?
There's some
they beat
stat-
Forest. No, wait, who are you talking about?
Liverpool in the space of a few weeks, they put like 2 past Real Madrid, didn't they?
They beat Manchester. They beat
put
Manchester City
2 past
2-0.
City, 2 past Ancelotti, and then 2 past someone else or something. It's
Arteta,
just-
they scored 2 against us.
yeah, and it's just like some of the best sides in the world, and they're just breezing past them.
Yeah,
They've not conceded any
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
in
that's
that
true.
run. I'm talking
Although
about.
you know when you think
Okay.
about that, Arsenal have been doing that lately. Like you look at Arsenal's last 4 games,
But
man.
the wobble against West Ham.
Arsenal's last 4 games, they score 5 against West Ham, 5 against Sporting, 5 different goal scorers against West Ham,
Yeah, yeah.
3 against Forest,
They look a lot better.
barely anything conceded, 2
2-0
against Man
against
United. Like Arsenal, that's a terrible corner from Kevin De Bruyne there.
That's what I'm
Bloody
saying.
hell.
That's a skill in its own
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm saying.
No, I completely
With our
agree.
corners,
I
because
completely
Declan
agree.
Rice is getting it in
It's
that
something
place
that people
every
aren't
time.
acknowledging about Arsenal's like efficiency from goal scoring. That ruthless pursuit of looking for your own teammates' head in the box,
Crazy.
like drilling it in,
crazy.
excellent delivery time and time again.
It's crazy. But yeah, there's another way. But Liverpool, if Liverpool did win today, this is even more pressure for Manchester City to not if they don't win this game. Because they would have.
Yeah.
No, you're giving Liverpool free ammunition. Like that's ridiculous. We
If
have
Man
to-
City don't
No,
win,
I'm just saying.
No,
if
no,
the game
no,
didn't
like-
get yeah,
But
if
we're
the-
currently giving Liverpool ammunition, and they got their feet up watching EastEnders. Like it's just like having a day off.
EastEnders?
watching the club.
They are. Well, hopefully watching the club, but they just,
EastEnders ain't even on.
Would you?
yeah, it must be omnibus, isn't it? on
Would
Saturday?
you? Would you concede, and not in a comical way? Like I know you've done it, and then you've kind of undone it, but in like a genuine way, would you concede the title if you don't beat Crystal Palace today?
A draw takes you down percentage. A loss is over.
Yeah.
A
If you were to
draw-
put a percentage on it, I'd say Liverpool are like at least 60% favourites for the league. 60% chance that Liverpool win the league.
Liverpool 60, Arsenal 20.
And what are you?
Chelsea
What are
at
you?
10.
What are you if you win today?
We'd be at the same as you. 10. 10, 10, 20,
You'd only put
20,
yourself the same, right?
60.
Okay.
And I
And if
only
you
give
lose
us an
today,
advantage
you drop
over
another
you.
5%. If you lose today or draw
Let's
today, you
do-
drop another 5%. So you've got
Yeah,
5%.
we'd be down to 5%. We'd be down to 0 if we lose today.
Yeah.
And you've got more points than us, and you're a far better side in terms of
The
the
way that they're
midfield.
playing, yeah.
But your keeper is a disadvantage.
Also,
still.
just your know-how. You've got Pep Guardiola.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
that counts, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You've
but
got
I
Kevin De
like
Bruyne.
Maresca a lot, man. I look
Yeah,
at his
yeah,
press
doing really
conferences.
well.
I think he's
he conducts himself
cutthroat.
well. Yeah, ruthless.
And
Yeah.
you think about the Sterling thing. We did a video definitely in the summer saying Sterling should be treated a lot better, and I was
Yeah,
trying to be a little bit. And you're like, actually, he's looked at Sterling. Dare I say his kind of body, maybe not, not in a bad way, but what I'm saying is he's looked at him on a physical level. You're not up for this. They were like, he's looked at it's not like the name brand of Raheem Sterling. He said, physically speaking, you're not up to what I need.
What did he look at?
Don't do this on stream, please.
No, not in a bad. No, I'm not saying he's,
No,
he's
not in a bad way.
There's a photo that's gone around online that
Dare
I think
I
is completely
say-
taken out of context. About
He's looked at Raheem
but
Sterling.
I think he's looked at him and thought,
Dare I say...
physically speaking.
Who's this? Arteta.
No, Buvey's saying that Enzo Maresca made a decision when he looked at Raheem Sterling, dare I say,
Yeah.
body.
You're taking a piss.
No, but he's made a decision.
So
Then,
he's not up to scratch.
but it's funny, innit? Because he passes him on, and then who's the first one on the blower to get any kind of sniff of Premier League success? And bang, straight on the blower is Arteta. Hey, mate, yeah, we'll pick him up.
Arteta didn't want him.
Well, why is he at the club then?
Arteta didn't want him. They
Is it
asked
the
about Arteta about Raheem Sterling.
He said, yes, please.
Before he came to know.
I don't know how to win the Premier League
Buvey,
title without a Man City
Buvey,
connection. I could
Buvey,
only do
just
it when
let-
I was running out the cones
You could
at
get
Man
the
City.
jokes off. Let me just tell you first.
Sorry,
then you
bro.
can get the joke off.
Sorry, man.
Do the,
There wasn't a joke though. I'm being factual, but yeah, go
Do all
on.
the
Sorry.
jokes.
It wasn't a
do all
joke.
the jokes you want. Then he.
Sorry, Miles. Go on, mate.
I'm just
sorry,
saying,
sorry,
Arteta didn't want him. They asked about
Why
him.
do you know that?
No, because they asked about him in the press conference before we signed him. He said, "Oh, Raheem Sterling's there." He said, "Yeah, okay, Raheem Sterling, great player. He's not a player I'm looking for." And then 2 weeks later, we sign him.
Yeah, but that's PR, innit? Look, that happens all the time. We don't want to sign.
Arteta didn't want Raheem
Would
Sterling.
Arteta?
It was.
Would
Eddie
Arsenal sign a club that
It was Eddie
Arteta
Gaspar.
specifically doesn't want?
that never
Yeah,
happened.
of course, because he's gone from coach to manager. He's dealing with
So
transfers.
Edu gave him a play he doesn't want.
Eddie Gaspar was he got Raheem Sterling. It wasn't.
No, I know Edu was in the contract negotiation. I know that's the side of the business that Arteta's not involved with. But if Arteta said clearly, I don't want this guy.
He said it in the press conference.
But Arteta's got, with all due respect, Arteta's got a history of signing Chelsea and Man City rejects.
No, he's got. No,
He did it with Zinchenko, Gabby Jesus. He's done
They're
it
not
with
rejects.
Jorginho. Yeah,
there wasn't rejects.
Zinchenko-
There was
Zinchenko-
champions when they came from you. How they rejects?
City. Honestly, if City said to Jesus and Zinchenko, "Do you want to stay? We'll give you 5 years." They stay. They're there right now.
Okay,
But they weren't good enough for City.
fair enough. But it was good enough for Arsenal. And they got us to that next level.
Yeah, and I don't dispute that. They're not good enough now because you need to be kicking on to do a lot more.
Facts.
But all I'm saying is you have a record of signing Chelsea and City players at the kind of end of their careers.
Yeah, we've done it a few times when Arteta was trying to rebuild for his team. Yeah, we've done it. We've done it a few times with Willian and David Luiz. I give you that. Jorginho was trying to get some more experience and more in depth in January when he was trying to go for that league title. But other than that, the Raheem Sterling one, I don't think that was Arteta signing. It's clearly not because he doesn't use him.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
Go on.
Oh. But Arteta's got so much power that a couple of years into his time, he sort of said, "I don't want Aubameyang."
Yeah, of course.
Didn't he? He just shipped up, but he's a big name, Aubameyang, big money, big asset for the club. He just says, "I don't want him."
Yeah, because
So if he's got that much power, if he didn't want Sterling, why would he sign Sterling?
it was a free transfer, isn't it? And obviously Chelsea's paying most of the wages. So obviously he's looking at it as, okay, it's not that bad of a signing. And we didn't have anybody else to sign. It was right at the transfer deadline day. Yeah. So okay, get him on a free. But Raheem Sterling wasn't on his list. That's what I'm saying. Edu Gaspar got
It's
him.
not worked.
No, it hasn't. As of late, no, I don't think it has worked. Arteta doesn't trust him. He doesn't play him. Doesn't trust him. So that clearly shows that it's not Arteta signing because he doesn't play him. And he's had opportunities to play him, but he doesn't play him. But hopefully, you never know. Raheem Sterling might score pivotal goal for Arsenal in the season. Who knows? If not, he just goes back to Chelsea and it's their problem again.
It's worrying how he's declined. He's still 29, but he's played a lot of football.
Yeah.
A lot of football.
Since he was 16, 17, he's been playing, man.
Playing.
He's had a good career,
If
though.
you play for Liverpool and Man City, right at the top of your career, right at the start of your career, it's hard on the legs.
Yeah, of course. He's had a fantastic career, Raheem Sterling.
I love
How many
Raheem
leagues did he
Sterling.
win with you? Like 3 or 2?
He won 2 with Pep, and then Liverpool won 1. Then he won.
No, he didn't win the league at Liverpool.
No, I'm talking about he won 2. Then COVID came along. Liverpool won 1.
Oh, okay.
Then he won. He might have won. He's either won 3 or 4.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. He's had a good career, Raheem Sterling. He's won FA Cups, Carling Cups. He's had a fantastic career. He's just probably coming to the tail end of his career now. He's probably thinking,
He's scored an FA Cup final. He's won an FA Cup. He's won 4 or 5 league cups.
Yeah, I remember that. He was on that run. Yeah, I remember that.
Amazing.
Got to a Champions League final, didn't win.
Champions League final. Yeah, and then you're talking 4 league titles.
European final, didn't win. We're talking about England.
England 2021. He was
2021.
one of England's best players.
Yeah.
He really was.
Him and Kane, Saka.
Yeah. I think England missed a little bit of the Raheem Sterling from this tournament. I'm not saying he should have started or even gone to the tournament.
Just the pace and
he's very good at Raheem Sterling with pace.
Oh yeah.
Hardest working player on the pitch.
Back then.
Yeah, back then. Now I don't know what's happened.
Not now. He doesn't press or anything now.
Does he not? No.
It's clear to see. When we played Bournemouth, you could see the difference between him and Saka. Like he just doesn't press. Man. He doesn't really press, man. And that's what Arteta demands from his wingers. Like same with Pep Guardiola. You need to press.
Yeah.
It's a team press. And he's not doing it, so...
A few years ago, if you said Sterling on one side, Saka on the other, that would have been frightening.
Frightening. That was crazy, man.
Maybe Martinelli down the middle, that would have been electric.
I don't know what's going on with Martinelli. I think Arsenal, we need to fix that left-hand side. We need to fix that left-hand side fast.
Oh. Guardiola's just lost the ball.
Man City need to fix up on this result right now. Because Crystal Palace are in this game. I'll tell you, all it takes is a set piece.
How can
Dark
confidence
arts.
go like that? The confidence is so low.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's making things happen. Haaland.
You know what? Someone like Grealish could come in and change this game, though.
Yeah, I know, but why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? Do you know what I mean? It's just like
Still early doors.
mental, isn't it?
Man City, man, I don't know what's going on. You've lost so much confidence lately now.
Yeah,
Before we
you
would have
can't buy confidence, Mars.
Huh?
You can't buy confidence.
No, you can't, but you got to use some of your big players to try and get that confidence back for you. And with that being said, who's in front of goal? Blocked.
It's never happening.
Good. Come on, Palace. Where's Palace in the league right now, though? What are they doing? What's their aspirations for this season?
Just another mid-table thing. I think it started off so poorly for Palace. I think what they're doing now, they should be really impressed with themselves. They've improved massively as a side in the last couple of weeks.
Let's have a look. Where's Crystal Palace? They're 16th. Ooh.
Yeah, but they'll get out.
Oh, but it was 19th a couple of weeks. Yeah,
they'll get out of it, in my opinion.
They should definitely get out of it. 100%.
Oh, I shouldn't have looked at the app, Mars.
What happened? They scored. What's that?
Oh, God. We're watching it now. I don't want to know, Royce. I don't know if I know. I'm just having a look.
Who? Oh.
There's a corner coming up.
It's a good.
I hate these 3 PMs. People spoil it for you.
Why don't
Wait,
you be
1
professional
second.
and keep off your phone when you're working?
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, man. I don't watch the scores when I'm watching Arsenal.
What? What?
Body.
Body? Oh.
You're still there. You passed that joke.
I keep thinking about it, made me laugh.
Oh, come on.
Phrasing.
man.
I've never heard such phrasing.
Do you
So
wanna-
is a goal coming? Is that what you're telling me? Palace about to score? Are Palace about to score?
I
Just
don't
tell
know.
me,
I
yes.
don't know.
He knows.
What do you
Look
think?
at his face.
Have a look at it, Rory. Rory, have a look.
What do you think?
I think they're about to score.
Will Hughes.
Hughes.
William.
What a
What are the chances? Should
What?
have had a bet, man.
what a cool.
In Nostradamus.
Jesus.
When you said it, it was someone else.
Quasimodo.
No, you said
Well, I said that as a joke.
No,
I've
you
been
didn't say
watching The
Quasimodo.
Sopranos.
You said Nos. It began with
Nosferatu. Vampire.
Nosferatu.
Oh my.
But I
God.
did that honestly as a joke. 'Cause The Sopranos, what does he say in The Sopranos? He said, in The Sopranos, it's like, oh, Quasimodo predicted this. And then Tony
Yeah.
slaps him. I was like,
Yeah.
he was the hunchback in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh, 2-1. Jesus.
2-1 for Palace.
It's
mate.
over.
City are over, aren't
Not
they?
over.
Yes.
The
over
City
yet.
are over.
No, it's not over. yet.
You've had a good run.
It's Good Night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. Good night, Vienna.
Who sings that? What football club sings Good Night, Irene?
What's the tune? How does it go? What's the tune?
Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Don't know.
Bristol Rovers.
I did not know that.
I did not know that at all.
And I back myself for generally knowing that.
Let me have a look
That's
at
my-
FPL.
Who sings Two Little Boys?
Two Little Boys.
Yeah.
Got Two Little Birds. You mean Ajax?
No, you know, two little boys had two little toys.
Who did Jimmy Savile support?
Each had a wooden horse. You know that song?
No. Who's that?
Did you think I would leave you crying when there's room on my horse for two? Rolf Harris, man. But it's Hartlepool, isn't it?
He's not a Hartlepool fan. Rolf
He is.
Harris.
No,
He's
it's
from South Africa.
Hartlepool fans. He's from Australia, you boy.
Is he?
Yeah. Antipodean.
Is he alive?
Nah. Do you know what it is yet?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Rolf Harris.
But no, Hartlepool
did
sing that
Didgeridoo?
song. Yeah, he used to use the didgeridoo on
What
that
a weird guy. They're all creeps, man.
They're
Everyone that
all
works for that certain company, I'm not going to say what company, but
song. What company?
you know,
Oh, Palace.
I can't believe
guy from
Man City.
MasterChef as well. God.
Ah.
Greg the Egg.
Greg the egg.
You know. Have you heard some of the stories recently? Walking around bollock naked and all that in the studio before the camera guys came in.
I read something on. I
How
heard.
bored do you have to be with your life?
Mate,
Dude?
the
You
word-
have to be bored as a person.
Do you
don't
know? Do you know
Walk
what I listened to somebody talking about?
Come in the
a girl, and she said something that really upset me. What he asked her to do.
Oh yeah, whipped cream and all sorts.
These guys are wrong uns,
Bit
man.
Puff Daddy.
Pete.
Is it just a power? You get to a certain level of power, you just there's nothing else to do because you got so much money. Is that what it is? I've got nothing else to do now.
I don't have a clue.
I don't know, man.
What's the psychiatry behind it? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just. I think I don't think there is one. It's just the geezer is deviant. It's like
You get put on a pedestal, don't you?
I think it's like those fellas that all queue up to have sex with the same woman. No, that happens, you know.
Nasty.
I know.
That happens.
I'll put an invite on your behalf using your email.
You better not have done.
Yeah, you're Q1. You're Q number 1.
That's this guy's so bad, man. So
Crazy.
bad.
February, innit?
So that's on your
What
behalf.
you got it in your diary or something?
No, but I know it's February because it's like it's a major headline around the world, isn't it?
It's so bad because also the maths on it.
It's crazy, man.
We did it, didn't we, on the stream?
Yeah, it's
Every 90
just
seconds.
ridiculous. Do you know? I put it on my Twitter today. Gary O'Neill talking about how many cups of tea and coffee he drinks. He drinks 20 cups of tea a day.
Crazy.
That's terrible.
Bearing in mind you're probably asleep for about 8 hours, right?
His insides must look like charcoal.
I don't mind tea because you can water it down.
Don't get me wrong. I drink a lot of hot drink. I've got tea on the go all the time.
Is it?
All the yeah,
Coffee.
always got tea on the go. I've my fair share of espresso early in the day and late in the day, to be fair. But 20.
I don't know how you do that.
Like
I've
10
seen
is a
I've
lot.
seen you have an evening espresso. How do you sleep?
I have an evening espresso a lot. Yeah.
You sleep easy, like
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't know how you do
I
that.
keep me
Yeah.
going all night.
I'll be nervous wreck.
No, fine.
bouncing.
You've just got to go through it. You've got to. It's a thing with addiction. You've just got to commit. You've got to do it.
There's that thing that they say you can have an espresso, sleep at midday before the espresso hits. So when you wake up, the espresso hits at the same time as you wake up. Get like a double boost.
Nah, just have more.
Just don't drink coffee, man.
You're not
Nah, man. Just
at all.
vibes, man.
Oh no, there's no
Water.
vibes for me. There's no will to live without coffee in the morning.
Is it? You like have to have coffee in the
I'm
morning.
addicted. Yeah.
I can't.
I
I
think I've
don't.
got
I don't
it.
drink hot drinks. I don't
No,
drink
you don't drink tea.
Nah,
Tea's my
probably
life.
like a green tea.
Oh, I love a green tea. You can't go
Yeah,
wrong.
and a
Nice
blue
bit of
moon,
matcha, lovely.
I don't drink tea. I
Oh,
don't drink hot drinks. man.
God.
Don't need to.
Whatever we say, it's a new title winner this season, and now it'll be a Liverpool analysis with an Arsenal analysis.
I think I do
What
actually agree. I
Chelsea?
do think Man City are out of it.
This
I
is
do.
it.
Like
You can't
they
lose
don't-
it.
you know when
just
people
allow-
were saying that of that victory against Forest, they're back. They weren't. They're not.
It was Forest, didn't
We
it?
were for a period. We looked good in that game. De Bruyne was
It's
fantastic.
Forest though, Buvey, and you're at home.
and
No, I know we should be, but what I'm saying is, you win that, then you beat Palace, then you beat
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
United, which we have got a very good record against United the last few years. I'm not saying it's an easy game, of course. Ruben Amorim's improved.
only-
But suddenly it's 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row.
Do
You can't beat
you know what
these.
though, Buvey? The only thing that I think could happen here, and I don't think it will happen, but the only thing that you should be clinging on to, you know, if you were to just turn up here and win 1-0 or 2-0, that doesn't like change the feeling around the club. You know, if somehow now you do win, like the one gift that you've got, and I'm going very much glass half full, finding the silver lining of the cloud, because you are under a serious cloud. But if you can like score now, and then Haaland scores in the 95th minute and you win 3-2.
Buzz, yeah.
Suddenly,
Yeah, you're right. I
Suddenly
think it's
things
spot
Yeah,
on.
you
I
ain't
think
dying.
it's
Is that never say die mentality
Yeah,
is
But
back.
how's
for
that?
Man City.
How's that happening? Where is that happening?
Well, you still got half an hour left in this
Haaland
game,
missed
bro.
another chance.
Like, the game's far from
We've got
over.
there's a lot of pressure.
is Grealish on yet?
No.
Why is he not doing that?
Yeah, you should have brought on Grealish. Grealish is a player that will get you
Yeah.
free kicks and you create goals.
Okay, corner kick.
Yeah, you create stuff. You should. Right now that you're losing, I'll take off Rico Lewis. You're off because he doesn't bring anything
Why is
creatively.
he starting him every game in midfield?
I'll take
Why?
off Rico
I don't
Lewis.
know.
He
I'll
got
bring on Jack.
perpetually banged in by Spurs in midfield. Got bullied.
Yeah.
Then he plays against Liverpool. You're just like, what planet? What planet? The loyalty's off the chain.
Yeah, I'll definitely take Rico
I
Lewis.
love Rico Lewis, but it's like the loyalty for this kid. What's this kid got over him? Seriously, I love Rico Lewis. Ask any City fan, but again in midfield, away from home against a really physical Palace side.
It's just hitting home. Here we go on the edge. Look,
Rico Lewis. Oh, he won a free kick there. No, he didn't. Oh,
And it's not a one to trying. You'll never ever.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
not-
never label him someone that doesn't try.
No, he's
and
committed.
use his
Yeah, he's
body.
committed to the
He just doesn't have
yeah.
the body to do what he needs to do. A Premier League
that was too
midfielder.
easy.
Oh, that's lovely.
Go on.
Rico Lewis.
Imagine he scores. Oh.
I mean, he does nothing. Just panics.
There's no one in there. But
Panics.
that ball's all right.
Yeah, but
If
no,
you get
but you
across
don't
the
play it
front
blind.
front of the man.
Booth. Whether it's a good ball or not, what he needs to do is have a look, and the ball's not on, is it?
Yeah.
He can't just play it into a danger zone. You need to know that somebody's there.
He's on his left foot as well. He's playing on the other side of midfield. He's not playing on the right side of midfield.
What's Guardiola doing at the moment?
No,
Have I
man.
when I put for a break, is it has a substitution been made?
No,
Not
nothing's
that I've
happened.
seen. No, I don't think so. I don't
Nothing's
think so.
happened.
Nothing.
It's the same. It's too late in the game.
There's old Paris. Oh look, Brighty.
Yeah. He's
Well,
on the
right
board,
and
isn't he?
bright.
Right and bright.
Just behind Man United.
I know. No.
They were talking about sacking Glasner, you know. for getting them in a relegation battle.
No substitutes.
No, do you know
They're
what,
only
do you
one
know-
position
do you-
below United.
Do you know what I did think when they were really struggling? Do you remember when they turned down that £18 million bid from Bayern? Didn't the fella say, Steve Parish, didn't he say that if Bayern really want to get hold of Oliver Glasner, they're going to have to pay, we'd say no to 100 million.
They're crazy. You sell that.
Palace ain't worth 100.
Yeah, exactly. Oliver Glasner, you'll be gone.
He's a top level manager.
Go invest in your stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not Guardiola, but there's a world he could be on that second tier in the future for sure.
What level, really?
Yeah, I think so. I can't believe he's at Palace, really. It's a bit of a coup for Palace to have him, isn't he? What he did in Germany.
Yeah, he's a good coach, man.
It's just the allure of the Premier League, isn't it?
It is. It's all the top managers are going to go in. Like Ruud van Nistelrooy managed a European champion PSV. He's at Leicester City.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at that because obviously it's a different level of competition in the champion compared to PSV and
It is the
Leicester.
Super League, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
The Premier League is.
it's like
Yeah. Did you hear Chiellini?
he will learn more managing Leicester than he would in Holland. 100%.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
He's
he will learn.
Yeah,
way
he'll
more.
be a better manager
Yeah,
off the
better
back
manager.
of the experience.
Yeah,
I
of
agree.
course, 100%.
But it shouldn't appeal more.
Leicester City.
But it's the money,
appeal
innit?
more.
With their squad as well, but they
Money.
got a rubbish squad, and they
Well, I mean, they're going to go down, aren't they? Like with or without him. However,
I don't know.
look at this from City. Look.
So look, where's the midfield, Roars?
I don't know, Booth.
I
don't know.
You're asking, like, mate, where
There's
where
Lewis
is
there,
it?
Yeah.
On the TV. You've got a big TV, Roars. 40-inch TV.
Spray it. What's that doing?
Can't see a midfield on the TV.
And weirdly, I can see a lot of midfielders, but there's no kind of cohesion around playing as a midfield
It's
unit.
like a flat 4-4. It's almost like a 4-4-2 with De
No, you're
Bruyne
back-
floating.
No, I see. You've
Were
got to
you?
a back three, but obviously when you're defending, Rico Lewis goes to the back four. He goes left back.
But yeah, exactly. So off
Yeah.
the ball, it's this weird 4-4-2.
Yeah, it's 4-4-2.
And they're playing through the lines. It's just like,
It's so easy for them,
it's
isn't
not City. This isn't the City way of the
There's
last
just
few
no
years.
physicality. You know when we were talking about Arsenal and how Arsenal have become big and bullies? Look at where's the physicality in this team? Look, you've gone back to your goalkeeper
Yeah,
from an
not in the
attacking
midfield.
position.
There's
There's
no
no
midfield. Yeah.
physicality in this Arsenal, in this Man City team. No.
I don't think you drop off a cliff like this if you had Kovacic. I think he's not as much.
I wouldn't be
No, I
pinning
think
your
you're
hopes on him, mate.
No, but
I
he's
think
someone who keeps
Miles is
ticking
right.
though. He
Miles
keeps
is right.
ticking
Yeah,
throughout
he
the
does keep it
midfield.
ticking, yeah.
Like he
He
gives
gives
them
you,
that
he gives
fluidity.
you a composition in the midfield.
Yeah.
He's a body. He's good at operating in little spaces.
drives with the ball.
I'm not a massive fan of Kovacic, but
I don't think
you could build your midfield around him. You
Definitely.
can't build a midfield around Rico Lewis.
But it's not fault. It's not Rico
Fullback.
Lewis's fault though.
No, it's not.
It's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault at all.
Who's on your bench? Let me see. Who's on your bench?
Yeah, everyone got so many on there.
Do you know who you need to bring on? Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez would be good in a game like this.
It's not the one. It's not the one.
Ooh.
Nice move.
Yeah,
He's got-
yeah,
Rico Lewis.
I knew it. I fucking love Rico Lewis, man. I knew it. Oi, I knew it. We're back in the title race.
My God.
Oi, watching now. Look at this.
What do we
This
know?
kid in midfield. You can build a midfield around him. I've always said it.
What do
What
we
a
know?
finish! Top bins! Top bins!
What does this guy do? What's he got over Pep?
Slagged him off for 15
Look
minutes.
at this! Oi, top oi!
What a
Oi!
What a slagged off the kid for 15 minutes. And
That's
put him back in the title
delicious.
race.
Rico!
Oi!
Rico!
Mate, what's he got over Pep? Why is Grealish not on the pitch? Why is he still on the pitch? What's he got over Pep? What's this guy got
That
over
finish!
Pep?
That finish! Pep's a genius!
Do you know what somebody could do about you?
Yeah, they should do that.
Do you remember that thing that someone did about me with Pochettino? Someone could do that about you. Why is this guy on the pitch? What has this guy got over Pep? Get this guy on the pitch. Oi!
Oi.
What a
You
Where does that come from?
You slagged this kid off for 15 minutes
I
straight.
said he's playing on the wrong side of the pitch as well. I said, why is he on the left? He tucks it on his right foot. Lord, what a finish.
When he went
Fucked it.
through on his left foot, he's on the left foot now. Right foot, bang. Top bins.
Ooh.
Mate, what you don't know could fill a book, couldn't it?
That's outrageous. Well, it's the commentator's curse, isn't it? It's the commentator's curse.
He's just
All the
put you
great
right back in the title race.
John Motson used to have the commentator's curse all the time. It's a very similar situation with me.
Maybe
All
you
the
should
big
curse someone.
commentators. They say one thing, then something different happens on the pitch. It's commentator's curse for us. Seriously.
I can't believe
Can't predict
Rico
everything that
Lewis.
goes on the football pitch.
I can't believe that. He's just come out of nowhere and put it top corner. You didn't know how to celebrate.
I couldn't believe. I thought, hang on a minute. I can't believe what's happening. What a finish!
Good.
That's outrageous for us.
That was
great.
I mean, it was a great move as well. Like the move leading up to
Oh,
it.
well, now he's been carded. Lovely.
This ref's a plank.
It was a great goal, that. So, do you know what we were saying before, though, Buvey?
Still in.
3-2 win. The 3-2 win in the last minute.
We're going to win this now. 20 minutes. They're desperate, these lot. They're desperate, honestly.
Cool name, Rico.
Croydon's
Rico
rocking now.
Jennings.
Croydon is
He's a cool guy, though,
rocking
as
now.
well. He's a
Rico.
nice guy, man.
Croydon is
I should call
rocking.
myself that. Rico Jennings.
Rico, I mean, I care about none of them. Yeah,
What's
what's one
your
of
name?
them?
Rico Jennings. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the name? Rico Jennings. What's wrong with you?
Rico Jennings.
Rico. Yeah, Rico. Nice to meet you, Rico. What do you reckon?
Not for me.
You don't look like a Rico, but
No, you don't look like
I'll
a
try
Rico.
it.
Rico.
Just call me Rico.
Rory Rico.
How do you spell it? R-I-C-O.
Yeah,
Rico.
4 letters.
You know what's mad though? I've never come across a Buvey. I don't think I'm ever gonna come across.
Well, no, you've never met Buvey's quite a well-established name. You've never met Buvey?
Never heard of Buvey in my life.
No, there's a Buvey in Clementine's Kids. They're about, mate.
No, there isn't. Is there?
Scattered about.
Oh,
yeah.
shut
They're
up. There's a
super
boo. You're
rare.
chatting out your
Yeah,
arsehole.
no, there's a
Buvey, how many Buveys do you know, Buvey?
None.
Exactly.
None. There's only one on Instagram. I couldn't take the username, so I had to do a little underscore.
Did you try and buy it off him?
Yeah, I actually tried messaging him, but no reply.
He didn't like you.
He's,
He didn't see the message.
yeah, exactly.
He saw it.
So
He saw the message.
He's the other Buvey. That's it.
you can get
No
some
one else.
crazy people have bought accounts for like millions, millions to get the name.
Oh,
What-
just okay.
Well, if you were clever, you would have bought Rihanna
Or Apple.
Ooh.
or Buvey.
But sometimes they take it off you without your control. Someone
Insta would just take.
Google forgot to renew their own Google URL, and someone bought Google for like $1. Like the second it went out, they forgot to renew it. So Google had to offer him 150 grand to get Google back.
And
from Google.
did he take it?
Yeah. But because the internet, they got so much power that he couldn't have kept it.
Oh, right.
But someone took Google off of Google. It was
That's
10 years ago.
crazy.
What, someone... so they can just take it off you, though? Like if I bought w.disney.com or something, they could...
If they forgot to renew it and you were cheeky and you sort of did it like the second
Yeah.
you could, but then the big companies would just nick it
Brush
off you
your
again.
aside, yeah.
But they'd have to make you an offer, I think.
Right.
But they'll eventually get it in the long run, though.
All a bit, but the usernames, no, it's hard.
That's the same with license plates. License plates is big business as well.
Big.
Yeah.
Big
What's the
business.
famous one from the guy that lives outside King's Cross in his pink Lamborghini? Do you know that car that's always sat there?
No.
You've never heard of that?
No.
If you know King's Cross, where that big hotel is.
Yeah.
There's a guy that owns the hotel in the tower. You know that an apartment
In the station.
tower.
In the station. You mean the big King's Cross building that is the station? That's a
No,
hotel.
it's a
St. Pancras Hotel.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but there's a guy that owns the apartment in the tower,
Right. What the...
and he parks his pink Lamborghini out the front the whole time.
Right. No, the one I always used to see was old Liam Payne. He used to have a G-Wagon 1D.
Really? Wow.
That was the registration number 1D. I think it means One Direction.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Kevin.
You think? Rory's kidding me.
That corner. Oi. We're in
Yeah, license
business
plate.
here. Kevin on the corners. Come on.
Quarter.
Come on.
Quarter on the corner.
Yeah, corner. Come on. Rico scores this. I'm going to go lose. I'm going to go loopy.
Come on, hit it.
Yeah.
Don't break my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, good block. Go
Back
on,
in,
go on,
Bernardo.
Palace.
Nobody
Away.
there.
Oh.
Away. Nice. No, it's not Guehi. Mitchell.
It's pressure.
Come on,
Constant
squeeze.
pressure.
Oh, I'm going squeeze. Hughes, squeeze.
It's constant pressure.
it's
I don't
pressure
think
now.
Palace can do
They
this
can't.
for
They can't.
20 minutes now.
They needed City to not score until at least
Yeah.
80th,
Yeah, keep it.
5th minute or something.
Nick another one of
Yeah.
themselves.
Got 15 minutes of pressure now. It's crazy.
They're all very well organised though, Palace. Look at how regimented it is back there.
Back 5 in that as well.
Yeah.
This is when you need a Jack Grealish though to get in and out of them tight spaces.
Mm.
I can't believe he's not playing. What is going on? But Nunes has been decent. Got the assist.
Yeah,
for
no,
first
Nunes
goal.
has been decent.
That's a good ball. That's a great ball.
That's a
Yeah.
fantastic
Better
ball.
pass.
Yeah.
It's gone in.
Yeah!
Oh, good save.
It's coming, isn't it?
It's coming in it.
This is a better game than the one we were going to do.
It's coming still.
Coming.
This is better than the Liverpool
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Weirdly. Wow.
I would rather you lot just
Yeah. Man.
them, bro. You know what? These kind of games, these games give you hope as a rival fan. It's annoying because you'd just
Hope
rather
for
just
what?
watch Man City win 3-4-0. At least you know, okay,
Oh, it's a good save.
It's done.
Yeah.
this is worse as a rival fan.
Why?
Because
You're
we're
dropping
hanging
Because
on.
of the hope.
Yeah, we're
It's
hanging
the
on.
hope that kills
Oh, I
you.
know what you mean.
Yeah.
If Man City are going to
Yeah.
win. Man City are going to win. You
Win
might as well go
3-4-0.
2-0 up.
Yeah, that's it. We know. We could just crack jokes and we know Man City's won the
I'm
game.
going to go
Now,
football loopy if we win this.
now there's 15 minutes left. Crystal Palace, I'm invested now. So you might as well do something for me, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
lovely.
think they're going to have to go on the attack. I think Palace are going to have to try and take the game to City.
Oh, he's
I don't
subbing
know
off
if they're
Haaland. He's
capable
subbing
of
him off Haaland.
No, he's not.
Oh,
Jesus, I thought that would have been a
Yeah, no.
huge story. You're 2-2. You're desperate for a goal. You got a corner. You take off Haaland.
Oh,
Away.
it's better delivery.
what is that?
Sorry,
Just headed it back into.
I'll get. Oh, I don't want.
Will
to
Hughes,
say
he's got to
that.
get up, hasn't he?
No, he
He's
hasn't.
got to just get up.
He hasn't.
They
The
stopped
way he fell over, I thought, oh,
No,
it's
no,
an
he had a
ACL.
clash with Lewis. I saw
did
it.
he?
I saw it happen.
That's
It was
another
nothing.
yellow card for Lewis. Surely.
He
was
stopped the game
nothing.
for that.
It was nothing. They just like ran past each other. It was a slight collision.
Let's have a look.
Look, what we watched. I watched it live. It was nothing.
Watched it live.
Look, see?
Oh.
Not even Lewis.
Oh no, who is it? Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Yeah, it's nothing.
How's he got a living, Will Hughes? Bang average.
Oh, but he stops him though.
No, it's not a foul, Miles.
Nah, it's not.
Look at this guy.
Very blonde.
Look at this guy.
Hughes reminds me
Is
of.
he a what? You know, like those hamsters with the red eyes. What are
Yeah.
they called? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying it.
Is-
Yeah.
He's not. He's not.
No.
It is.
He's not. We're not saying that.
The producer said it.
We're not saying it. Oh, here comes.
Say it.
No, he's not
I
that.
don't think it's a rude word.
He's
Is it?
not.
I
It's
thought it
not.
was.
But he's not that. I'm just telling you,
Is he
he's
not?
not. No, he's not. But he's not.
I had a hamster called Stanford when I was a kid. That was like that.
What is it?
I loved him. Bit me, but I did love him.
You got bit by a hamster.
Yeah, mate. They're vicious. They're beautiful little animals. I loved it. Stanford.
They're glorified rats, though, really, isn't it?
Part of the same family.
Yeah,
they're
vermin.
Shut up, vermin.
Vermin.
You're,
Yeah, they're
vermin. You're more
Yeah,
vermin than
vermin.
Stanford.
They're rodents, man.
You're more vermin than Stanford.
Vermin.
No, not vermin.
They're classed as vermin,
No,
aren't
they're not classed
They're
as
not-
vermin.
Yes, they
It was
are.
my pet. My pet when I was
they?
being a kid.
You can have a pet rat. I know people that have a pet
Yeah,
rat.
but
Pet
you wouldn't
mice.
class. No, my pet wasn't vermin. You're vermin.
Oh, wow. How did he go? Is he upstairs?
Yeah, he died, man. Of course he died. I had him when I was 11. They only live for about 2 years.
How did he go?
How long do you think you were the oldest hamster of all time, Miles?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, no, he
25-year-old hamster.
they just die.
He just
They
died.
just die. They stop running the wheel. The wheel stops, man. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
The wheel stops turning.
Wait, in the garden now? Is he in the garden now? Or?
In my he's in my old estate. What in garden? Shoot uphill. He'll be buried in the back of like what we used to call round the back.
Hold tight him.
Hold tight, Stanford.
Oh,
The
Stamp.
very, very blonde, red-eyed.
Oh my God. It makes sense. Just realised, why would you name him Stamford?
Yeah.
Rory.
oh,
You get it now, innit, Booth?
yeah.
Yeah. You still don't get it,
Have
do
you-
you, Booth?
No, I don't
Have you
actually.
Stanford. You don't get.
You still don't get it. Boovy, why did he name him Stamford?
I don't actually know.
Boovy, why did he,
You're not-
Rory
I think you were
Jennings,
joking.
why did Rory Jennings name his hamster Stamford?
He's not from Stamford.
Why did he name his...
I don't know. Stamford. Oh, Stamford Bridge. Lads, I'm watching the game. I don't know about
Hey, do you remember that conversation I was telling you about that video I did recently? Feels a bit like that one.
Oh, Boovy, what?
You're going on about his estate. I thought he's not from. I was thinking of Stamford in East London, near Stoke Newington and all that.
Stamford Hill
And there's a
Stamford
Stamford
Hill.
in Bermondsey as well.
I was thinking, why would he name him Okay, it makes sense. I know why. Let's see.
Goku's on.
Yeah.
Is this
no
it's
Jack
late
Grealish.
though, isn't it? 12 minutes.
Big 11 minutes was Doku because I think he's been a flop. Personally. So let's see what he's made of.
Thing is, like, I just. It's
That's quality. Good
won
pace
the
from
corner. Has he
Doku.
won the corner?
I like him on the right, Doku, as well. Natural winger like that.
Yeah.
When they're inverted, they always think they have to do stuff,
Yeah.
come in,
Yeah,
link
just
up.
get to the
play.
byline. Get to the byline. You've got Haaland in the middle.
But then
Get to the byline.
In modern
find
football, I
Haaland.
don't know if they're always there.
Do you think
Is he there
that's
in the
true.
box?
It's got to be.
Oh, who missed it? Do you think
Good
we'll ever
header.
go back to that style of football?
Yeah,
Players on the left-hand
cyclical. I
side.
believe it is always cyclical.
Yeah.
You see it with Neto. He's playing on the left. He's left-footed.
Like, do you remember when like Man City didn't have a striker and everyone was doing a false nine, and then Guardiola goes out and buys like the most archetypal number 9 that there is.
And Liverpool go out and do the same thing with Nunes.
Yeah, and
And
then
Man
and then
United
they try,
get
and then they
Højlund.
try and redefine Luis Diaz as a number 9, who's a better number 9 than
Arsenal
Nunes. You
could
see
say
that
they
miss
don't have
against
that.
Newcastle?
Rubbish. It's
Can
now
you
it's
imagine
over.
being Mohamed
It's
Salah?
over.
Can you imagine being Mohamed Salah in that team off the back of that performance? He's looking at Kelleher. I know Kelleher's done well, but he totally misjudged it. And then he's looking at Nunes.
No, it's every week now.
What, do you think it's over for Nunes?
Yeah, they'll flog him. Maybe in January.
What, for proper money or?
What would you get? 30
Probably
million?
get 40 million.
30.
30, 40? Yeah, it's not
30
bad.
million.
I don't
40
think they
million?
can afford to sell him for 30 though.
40
They're not going to get
million?
more. They're not going to get 50.
40-ish.
But who?
35, 40.
Who
He'll go
buys him?
abroad. He won't go to the Premier League. No one in the Premier. He'll go abroad.
I could see him in the Premier League.
Swear.
Like a Newcastle, Villa.
I can't see him in the Premier League.
That size of club. Not saying specifically
Yeah.
that club,
Yeah.
but
I think other teams will come in. They will swoop in from.
definitely I could see a Premier League club thinking,
What
yeah.
are you thinking? Like
I think other teams.
La Liga?
Yeah, I think I could see him in. I could see him in Spain. I could definitely see him going back to Portugal.
Oh no, I don't think that would be that.
It's
That's
rare
not
that
a bold
happens.
enough league for him, is it?
No,
You can't be.
Atletico Madrid written all over him.
Let's
Atletico.
go Madrid, although they've spent so much money. They
I can
But
see him in Spain.
loan deals and you know
Yeah.
you can stretch it out.
I
yeah,
could definitely
Simeone
see-
like him.
I could see him in. I can see him in Italy, like a
Italy,
like a Napoli or something like that. You know,
yeah,
like
but then where's the money for it? AC Milan, but
Yeah.
where's the money to?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
he's on big money as well. Premier League wages, they're not a joke.
I can't see Liverpool selling him to another.
Do you know
Premier
someone that
League.
came on while you were talking about Stanford? I actually got a bit distracted because Eddie Nketiah came on, and you think he's not even starting games now. He hasn't even scored he's not scored a goal in the league yet.
No, he hasn't.
Wow.
They've been playing him right wing.
Got written all over.
Oh, don't say that.
Written all over.
Don't say that.
I'd love that.
Written all over.
Come on, Eddie. Eddie the Eagle.
But they were talking about him remember last season, Arsenal fans were saying
Nketiah.
he's the answer.
Yeah,
And I
always
just thought this guy's
like,
I always thought he was
rubbish.
quite a good player for the job that he was
needed
asked
to
to
do,
do.
yeah. But we was,
Like, do you remember when you played Sheffield United away and he scored a hat trick? Like, he could do things like that,
That's
which
who
is
he is,
enough,
isn't he?
right? But I don't think he could be the main
He's
striker.
Francis Jeffers.
I think Francis Jeffers was better than Eddie and Nketiah.
Oh yeah. But he's that kind of.
Like pecking order.
Good at Everton, yeah.
He's a championship striker
Yeah.
because he's at a club that are 19th in the Premier League, who were up to a few weeks ago. He
he's
scored
not-
0 goals.
Yeah.
And he's not even in a bad.
Even
Crystal
Liam
Palace team.
Delap. Liam Delap's got 6 or 7.
Keeper.
Oh.
You're not very threatening from corners.
No, do you know
That's
what?
a
I don't
beautiful
even.
touch, my
What
God.
a touch! Yeah.
Oh, De Bruyne.
Who's there?
Where's
my God.
nobody in the box?
What's going on? Someone just clear it, Man City.
Why
I mean,
Man City players not shooting? Gundogan.
go on. Well
If
done.
you
Well, I retired from
Go on.
football very Nketiah
Go
scored.
on.
Really want
You know,
Eddie.
Guys, League One.
Come on, Wharton. Well done. He did well.
Wharton.
Is it Wharton?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't believe that. Like, it looked like Manchester City had at least 4 fairly decent half chances to pull the trigger there,
Yeah.
and nobody
I
did.
thought Kevin
Lack
De
of-
Bruyne would have shoot.
Lack of ruthlessness.
Kevin De Bruyne should have just shot.
Yeah, I think Doku was in his way a touch, but he played the perfect pass for Doku to go through. Moves the ball so quickly, doesn't he, Doku? He draws the challenge in, and just when you think you're going to win the ball, he flicks it.
He's just lost it there. Doku's gone over to the other side now.
Yeah,
He's gone back. What are you doing? Who lost that there? Get back.
Come on then.
Nketiah,
Bit of
yeah.
Get
urgency.
Eddie
that is
Nketiah.
Nketiah. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Eddie's rubbish, isn't he?
He's coming to
be
put.
honest. He's
coming
League
to do
One.
damage.
Eddie and Nketiah.
He's not better than Jay Stansfield.
Or Lisa. Marlowe. Who's your favourite Stansfield?
No,
Oh, Marlo Stanford was a
Marlowe
ruthless.
is nasty.
Mate, Chris. It's Chris in that. You know his mate, Chris Partlow.
Nasty. What's he gone on to? That
I
he was a
reckon
good actor.
Chris Partlow was military. Don't you?
No.
Who's his
But he
brother?
had that ruthless
He was too young to be in the
You know
military
who
and
his
then come
brother
out
is?
of
We're
it.
talking about the guy that was in
in the wire.
The Wire, Chris. Do you know
Yeah.
who his brother is?
No.
Famous rapper.
Kid, childish.
No. He's an established rapper. His brother, Chris Wallow.
Gone.
Wale.
Really?
Wale.
Yeah.
They're brothers.
Really?
Yeah, the guy was in MMG.
I
Wale.
thought he was such a good actor, that fella.
Oh, good touch.
Great
Whoa.
touch. Great touch.
Whoa.
It's always
What
Rico
now,
Lewis,
ref?
isn't it?
What now, ref?
What's this, a penalty?
No. Rico
It's a
Lewis gets
yellow
sent
one.
off.
Yes! FPL! Yes! I've got... Yes!
It's caused you a problem today, Lewis. I know he scored the goal, but it's caused you a problem. That was so... Do you know what as well? When Lewis got booked before and I saw the camera went on him when he told the ref,
So we got booked for the first one.
Guardiola should have seen that coming.
Is that what you got booked for the first one?
I don't know.
Descent.
I don't know if it was actually for that. I don't even...
He's gone on
Who's
top of
fouled who there?
He's gone on Rico's foot.
Who's fouled who there?
He's gone on Rico's
Is that a
foot.
yellow card?
Bad ball from Lewis there, so he's frustrated. He's then...
Oh, he dived in, though. That is a yellow card. If that's anywhere else in the
Everything's
pitch...
a yellow card all the
Yeah,
time.
but you dived in, though.
Yeah, but he got dived. The guy dived on him as well. So it should be yellow card for both
but
or
he-
no
one
foul.
got the ball, one
One got
didn't.
the ball, one didn't.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cleared it. Listen, if Man City going to still win this game with 10 men, fair play.
Big victory.
Yeah,
they're not
fair
going.
play.
They're not going to. Though.
And that's no banter. That's no.
No.
That's not even me having an agenda or anything. Fair play to you if you go and win this game with 10 men right now with 5 minutes left. Fair play to Man City. But if Crystal Palace,
Grealish,
I will laugh.
5 minutes.
Grealish now. When you got 10 men.
He's taking the piss, and he's taking.
It's over for Grealish at City, isn't it? You can kind of feel it. It's like over.
You don't back him. You don't back him.
No, I who doesn't?
He
I
don't.
do.
You don't back
no,
him.
he doesn't.
No, he don't back
yeah,
him.
yeah.
You don't back him.
I back Grealish. Jesus.
I was just about to say Grealish should tell Pep Guardiola to F off, but he wouldn't probably play a game again.
It's like when you're dating someone, you're not quite sure. You just leave it an extra day to reply. It's a bit like that. You just leave. Oh, I'm not quite sure. I'll leave it.
But
I might
Grealish
put you in midfield for 20 minutes, and now I'm not starting you against.
But
Mate,
Grealish has proven.
Unless I'm wrong, and there's a fitness thing behind the scenes. I don't want to keep defending Pep blindly. I don't like being that kind of guy. But unless there's an injury concern, he doesn't want to keep playing him. He has come back from an injury recently.
Ooh,
So you start back-to-back games after 3 days. It's hard,
That
but
De Bruyne off.
De Bruyne off, yeah. Mate,
The thing is, you'd want De Bruyne and
You're
Grealish on the
mate,
same
it's
pitch.
hard for
don't
him to play 85 minutes.
Bro,
you? Yeah, but you want to have a
Unless
moment
he's made
with
an
those two on the
assessment,
pitch.
I can't play Grealish. I want to save Grealish for the Manchester derby and De Bruyne for the Manchester derby.
Manchester derby becomes insignificant if you don't win this game.
100%.
You're spot on, Ross.
You might as well not even turn up
That's
for the
why I
derby.
said Grealish should start the game.
Mm.
What? Kevin De Bruyne should be on this pitch.
De Bruyne is different because I think 85 minutes is hard for him to get through.
Yeah, I agree. But if you're going to bring Grealish on, you might as well have Grealish and at some point have them on at the same time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne could give you a magic. One strike, bang, top bins.
Link up with Grealish as well. The vision
I'm
set
not taking
Grealish
off
free.
Kevin De Bruyne. No way. You're going to die on that pitch today. We need these points. Oh, God.
Jeez.
That Rico Lewis, he's killed you, man.
He's down to 10 men away from home at Palace, 2-2, title hanging in the balance.
It's nasty. Getting cold out there. It's December.
Oh,
Got storm.
Rory,
It's not happening.
Man City might have made Liverpool get away with it, but we know it's still early.
So far, the winner of this weekend is weirdly Arne Slot.
So far, yeah.
Oh.
They say Liverpool's going to win without
Mate,
even
do you know
kicking
what?
on. Ooh.
If it ends up being Liverpool's weekend when their game is called off, it's theirs.
It's
theirs.
Because it gives them renewed hope as well. It's like it's not even just the points. It's like the energy. Like now we smash everything.
Yeah, I agree.
And they got the rest.
And they've got the rest. It's all very well going. They're going to have fixture congestion. They are, but they're not playing at the moment.
And I
They've got
thought
their
they
feet
did
up.
look at a touch tired against Newcastle.
They did. They looked a bit leggy. Of course they did. They just played Man City and Liverpool and Man City and Real Madrid in a row.
And Bayer Leverkusen, if you count them as a big side, which I think they are based on last season. And they beat them 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, you still got to win
The
again.
third loss in 2 years.
Also,
Leverkusen.
Newcastle away from home under the lights is always going to be tough, man.
Hard, man. Come on.
Oh, that's
Good
no,
tackle.
Got the ball. Got
Great
the ball.
tackle.
Got the ball. Keep
Great
moving.
tackle. Great tackle.
Keep moving. What's the ref doing? Okay.
Right,
Come on, lads. Come on.
here he goes. Ref.
That's a foul.
Jack Grealish is still the most foul player because he wins fouls every single.
Such a good player.
Yeah, he wins fouls.
I mean, maybe he's not as
All the
good.
time.
Maybe Grealish isn't as good as people thought, or maybe not as good as people hoped, or not as good as Guardiola even thinks. But he's still brilliant, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, he's still a good player. But still a baller in there, 100%.
brilliant player.
I just think like he could have been
Like,
brought
look at
better.
that, see that pocket of space Grealish is in right there, number 10 right there. If you find him there, he will almost definitely find Haaland next. You know, if you find Grealish in that pocket, Haaland can make a run and gamble because he knows that Grealish will find him. Then Haaland will miss, but that's not the point.
Oh, yeah. That
Haaland
one
hasn't
that you
been
missed
the
in
same
the
this season.
first half.
Yeah, when he hit the keeper's head.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that? Still 1-0? Was that 1-0?
0-0, I think that was.
That
0-0.
No, that wasn't. That
1-0,
it
yeah,
was
1-0 down.
Palace. Oh, there's 1-0 Palace.
Got to give the ball back, surely.
Oh.
Man City, what's going on?
What is he waiting for? Christmas?
For Arsenal's not there to
No one's showing it. Oh,
capitalise.
there's 2 balls on the pitch. It's over, lads.
It's not.
I just want to say congratulations to Liverpool and Arsenal because it should be Arsenal's title as well.
Mate,
They've
you've
waited
got
all
to
this
stop
time.
congratulating and then
Yeah,
declaring
man.
the title
And
race
No,
wide
I
open.
want to say
Backing it and all this
congratulations
stuff.
to Liverpool or Arsenal,
Right.
but not Chelsea. It should be, but it's not. Because
Well, if we're talking about what it should be you.
No, it shouldn't. No,
Of course it should be.
no. What with the best player in the world
We
injured?
should be giving a better account of it.
Yeah.
No.
It should be.
Not what the best player in the world injured.
Of course it should be, man.
Why?
Of course it should.
No.
Oh, look at Eddie Nketiah, man.
Guy's got the touch. The guy's got the worst touch in the Premier League.
hell?
That was poor.
What a bad touch.
Don't
He's got
give it
no
back to him,
touch.
man.
He's got zero touch.
That was really
Poor,
poor.
man.
His touch goes backwards.
I mean, it went forwards, but it went about a mile forward.
Awful.
Norwood
Goes up in the
Norwood
air
Junction.
like a volleyball.
Norwood Junction.
Where's a Norwood Junction, that touch?
Good ball. Oh, I thought it was going to Mateta.
Smashing. Come on, just get it out, lads. Let's just pump it up.
Where's Grealish's feet?
All right, let me see.
Up the pitch! Come on!
All right, Newcastle. Crystal Palace, please don't show no naivety right now, please.
Well, they've got a back 10, so they're not going to concede, are they?
Come on,
Although,
Palace, man.
if they're doing it all a bit slowly, Man City, the break was actually on there.
I know.
Get to Doku in behind. Get Doku in behind or get Grealish running at them. It's so simple. There, Grealish run.
Can't beat him, Morris. That's not his game.
It's my favourite clip on the internet. You know when he goes, right, you pass it here, you to him. Have you seen that one? You
No,
to
no,
him.
I've seen
England like dithering. He goes, right, you pass it to him. You pass it, give it back to him now. Give it back. He's in space, give it back to him. It's a very funny clip on my For You page.
Four.
It's great. Although I must admit, you know that For You page, as fun as it is not good for my men's mental health.
Oh, it's bad.
Bad.
Go on, Ruben Diaz.
Penny.
Ruben Diaz!
Someone could have. If Bernardo Silva gambles near post, he scores there.
It says it all. Our centre-back's gone into the midfield positions, have shown more
8 seconds.
creativity,
8 seconds.
urgency than anyone in our midfield.
8
Yeah,
seconds.
it's more that's gone. Although
8 seconds.
but he's got a 6-second rule now, and he's broken that, and nothing's happened.
So good.
Imagine thinking that these refs need more to think about during the games. That they're incompetent as it is. Let's add more rules to these absolute idiots that are destroying the sport.
Yeah,
as
the
we know
last
it.
thing in the world we need is more excuse for
Good
bureaucracy.
tackle.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's rife for corruption as well. The more rules in any establishment is more corruption.
It's like
Go down the wing. Go
Oh, God.
Take it there. Is that
oh,
Eddie
God.
Nketiah?
Yeah, it is.
Eddie's got the worst
Go in the
touch in
corner.
Premier
Go in
League
the
football.
corner. What are you doing? You're gonna
Eddie's
lose
got a
the ball.
League One touch.
Boy in a corner.
Eddie's got a League One touch, a Vanarama League finish, but somehow he played for Arsenal about 100 games. How does that make sense?
He played 100 games for Arsenal.
He did about 100 games,
He wishes.
didn't he?
No way.
I bet he racked up
he
about
did.
100.
I bet
That's
he
only
did,
3
Nketiah.
seasons, Roy,
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Nketiah's
If he's
he
above
did.
100, you owe me 50
He
quid.
has not got
It'll be
100
in and around.
Premier League
It'll be
games.
around 100.
Go
It'll be
on,
around
do it, Miles.
100 appearances.
Are you doing it? Someone
What,
do
Premier
it,
League
please.
games?
No.
Appearances.
No, Arsenal, but appearances.
Oh, then probably yeah.
Oh, now he changes. You're a melon, man.
And you're losing, man.
Well, we're drawing.
Still losing.
Yeah, it's a loss. No such thing. As
You can't draw now.
No such thing as
Arsenal draw to Fulham
Are we doing
tomorrow.
the appearances or what? You owe me 50 quid.
You made up that whole.
50 quid for you's nothing, man.
Tights. What are you wearing?
My joggers, mate.
Why are they so tight?
They're brand new.
Got away. You got to break them in.
Well, you got a bit of Lululemon.
No, Gymshark. No, all Arsenal appearances.
How much just in the Prem?
Yeah.
116. How much in the Prem though?
Money.
I ain't getting them.
Cash money, please.
Please.
The skin. Ref, that's nasty.
Give me something, please.
Cash money, please.
From Eddie.
Please.
Eddie's got a Vanarama touch.
I know you ain't got 100 Prem leagues though. I knew it went.
No, we never said that.
No,
I never said 100 Prem appearances for Arsenal. I said 100 appearances
100
for Arsenal.
appearances goes very quick. Like, you know, when you look at some of those very average Newcastle players, like Longstaff would have played for them 100 times.
300
Just
games.
coasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almiron would have easily played over 100 games for him. It's like,
Yeah, 100. Yeah. He's been there since day one.
Can you give me an outfield player in English football history that's got over 1,000?
appearances.
Yeah. I think I know one, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
But
I think there's only one that's only over 1,000 in
100
English football. Any league.
in all
Top
appearances,
division.
just for a big club, just for a
No,
top-
it's a mixture of clubs. He played for multiple clubs.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
I'm
one.
pretty. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm pretty
1,000
sure there's
appearances.
one I remember when he hit it, and I was like, wow. He was an outfield player as well.
Hang on, I
He
remember.
was a midfielder.
I remember Wenger did 1,000 games. and that took years.
As a manager, though, he just
As a
sits there.
manager.
I'm talking as a player.
Is it someone?
Do you mind googling this for me as well? It's just so I'm not.
I think he's done it.
I'm not,
He's just nodding along. He's very.
yeah.
106. He's played 100 Premier League games. He's played 100 Premier League games.
Gary Alexander. Do you mind please looking at his
Do you know that
appearances?
you're right?
I'm pretty sure he hit 1,000 when he was at
For who?
Burnley because he retired when he was 41. I'm pretty sure he hit 1,000. Gary Alexander. I'm pretty sure.
But you know, when you think about like record appearances, like I don't know, Jamie Carragher would be Liverpool's record appearance maker in the Premier League. I think it's nowhere near 1,000.
Oh
Like
my
He's
closer to
450.
500. Yeah, it's closer to
If
500.
you play lower league football, and don't forget there's more games in League Two.
it's over.
Yes.
You know.
Right.
You get 1,000. Oh.
But Burnley.
Burnley.
Yeah, no, Gary Alexander at Brentford. I remember him. It's not him. Someone
no.
years ago.
You know what I'm talking about. He's a manager now. He played for Burnley in the Premier League when they got promoted with Coyle.
Graham
Coyle.
Alexander.
Graham Alexander. Oh, it's over.
Right. 800.
Oh, maybe it's 800 then. I
Wow, that's a
apologize.
lot of appearances.
That was much ado about nothing, wasn't it?
No, but it was a record.
So anyway, your title challenge is over, right?
Yeah. Look, we've got no creativity. We've got no midfield. We've got no belief. A striker that can't score goals. How are you going to win a title?
It's amazing, isn't it? Because at the beginning of the day, it felt like Liverpool could be the outsider. Liverpool could be the team, and Arne Slot could be the manager that was slightly upset with the way things have gone.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good for Arne Slot
Yeah, of course.
and for Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, so that's just one team down. Man City, the team that's more than likely could have put the run together and go on and win the Premier League. They've drawn today. Now it's down to Arsenal, down to Chelsea as well. If we could put the pressure on Liverpool. If not, they've had a great weekend. They haven't kicked a football.
What's going on?
And they're resting.
What is going on for Man City?
Well, I think the opportunity is there. Jack Grealish has a great game against Nottingham Forest, and you revert back to Kyle Walker at right back. If you want to play Rico Lewis, play him right back. It's not like Palace side are revolutionary, but he doesn't trust Rico Lewis as a right back by himself. He doesn't trust Kyle Walker, so he plays both of them. Fills out all these positions in the midfield. Just play Ilkay Gundogan deep, and then play Gundogan deep, Grealish and De Bruyne. Start that midfield. Every City fan wanted to see that today, and it didn't work.
Are you thinking? Are you still dreaming of the title? Like, is there a world where you can realistically see it happening?
I said at the start of the stream, it's 10% chance we win it. 1 out of 10. We're now 1 out of 20. We're about 5%.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So within 90 minutes, it's halved your chances of winning it.
Yeah, we're down to. We're not a loss. Is 0.
So it puts you at 5% chance of winning the Premier League.
Yeah, I think we're 5.
They need Liverpool to lose at least 5 games.
It's too much, isn't it?
Way too
It's
much.
too much of a flip.
And then
They've
Liverpool
only
have to come
lost
to
one.
Etihad and not. They're going to beat.
Yeah.
It's current.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Obviously in a few months, but also we're talking about, okay, this is Palace away. I think there's a lot of opportunities, especially how Rico Lewis scored that goal. There's a lot of opportunities to slice through that defence. Haaland had a couple of chances. It could have been 3 or 4-0 to City, but then you're thinking, we've got Man United next week. Doesn't get easier.
You've got to find a way, man, because Liverpool went there earlier in the season and they struggled against Crystal Palace. They could have drawn or lost, but they found a way. And that's the difference between you this season and Liverpool. They're finding ways to win games, and you're not.
Do you think
So I
that
think
do
it's
you think there's a world where Pep Guardiola agrees and writes the title off and actually focuses on finishing second, finishing third, but prioritising the European Cup and maybe even some domestic cups?
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can. That's the only way. But the way the City side have fallen off so hard, with a real lack of leadership especially down the middle, the spine. Your midfield can drag you through games. How many poor sides have won FA Cups or Champions Leagues with a midfield that just drags you through games? Roy Keane, Gerrard, Lampard, all these guys. Where ours? Where's our Vieira right now?
He's broken. He's
And
off the-
look,
broken.
Rodri, again, you always have to go back to him. He's injured. It's not his fault. No one's fault at the club. But then where's the next one? De Bruyne. Everyone
You
knew
sign
he's
someone.
old.
Like there's talk of Bruno Guimaraes, wasn't there? Bruno Guimaraes arrives in January. Does that
I'd
change
love
everything?
him. I'd love him. Makes a lot of sense because I think you test their nerve, £80 million. Don't forget, a player might want to leave. It's hard to keep a player in modern football. It's very hard to keep him against his will. 80 million
Also,
quid.
the allure of Man City will always be very, very striking for a player. Like if you're Bruno Guimaraes and you're playing for Newcastle, I don't mean with any disrespect to Newcastle United, the good players that they have, and Eddie Howe. It's Guardiola, isn't it? Like Bruno Guimaraes can't not want to play with
Takes you up
Bernardo
another
Silva.
level.
Yeah, but it has to be that. That was a big, bold move that I've not seen the club make in the transfer market for a while. Savinho was a great little deal. It's a cheeky little deal. Let's see what happens. Kovacic was a cheeky,
Mateus Nunes.
Look, we pulled one over Chelsea. We've pulled one over other clubs with our Girona thing a little bit going on. And just go out there and get the best player out of the best club, not in the big six. And Bruno starts for almost... I think Bruno starts for Liverpool. He's that good.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an excellent player.
Yeah, right now.
He's borderline world class. Like in a couple of years, I think he could be a world class player if he makes the right move. He'll know that.
But do you think if he goes in? Do you think if Pep buys any players in January, he's looking for not even just for now because I think he thinks the title's over. Is he looking to build in the future for this is for January and next summer's transfer?
Yeah. But January you can't. City do not make deals in January. The big one I can think of is Aymeric Laporte, who came in for 50 million quid. Unbelievable deal. It didn't necessarily happen. It doesn't happen a lot January.
No, but there's desperate times and desperate. Like I think you need to force it. Whether it's Bruno Guimaraes or Zubamendi, this can't continue.
No, we've got zero midfield. We've got zero midfield.
Gundogan coming back was an error, wasn't it?
It's the icing on the cake. You bring him back 1 year, 2 years, short-term success. But you got to have a long-term 22-year-old midfield. Declan Rice came in, how old was he at Arsenal? 25, 24? You think, wow, he got 5 years of his prime 20s. Where's that for us?
It's terrible. It really has gone so wrong for Manchester City. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in. We really do appreciate it. Before you go, can you do us a massive favour? There is a link in the description below. Just need you to click that link and fill out the survey. That's all it is. It's just we're trying to talk to football fans, and it would really help us out if you would click that link and fill in that survey. You could win £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts if you fill it in. Thank you so much for watching. Please click subscribe before you go, and it's officially over. Manchester City and Buvey, their history. Ta-da.